live, and we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Yeah. Shout out to school bus drivers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to the secretaries. Shout out to the housekeepers. Shout out to the construction workers, heavy equipment operators. Shout out to whatever your job description is. If you're flipping burgers or you're a door greeter all the way up to a CEO or a street sweeper, you are essential. Big up yourself and shout out to you. Up and out to get it. Earn your honest bread. I have respect for you. And if you are one of those people who have a clean heart and clear conscience and really wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself, then you deserve some respect. Big up to everybody tuning in this morning on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I must say, happy hump day, everybody. And here we are. All right, another morning to give thanks and enjoy the morning with each other and have some decent conversations and these things. We're not running late this morning. We're not going to come on this morning, but I couldn't do it. So here we are, right? No notification, but I'm here. Reggae Girl Bento, big up yourself and thank you for being here. Angel D is in the building this morning. Asarin Odetta is here as well. Angel D, big up yourself. Thanks for being the first one in. Asarin Odetta is here. Rosalind Smichael is in the building. Angel D says, good morning, class, fam. Audrey Wright is here as well. Morning, fam. Present teacher. Lessa Steph is here. Says, hi, y'all. Kaitai Jai Empress is in the building this morning. Kaz Robinson is here. King Biggs, morning, fam. Wayne Nathan is here. Darlene Walter Riley, Senior Sexy Sharon Spence, naturally yours. Crystal G is in the building. De Buffalo Soderes. Miss Goldie Robinson is here. British Jamaican Girl is in the building this morning. Karen Notice says, good morning, SouFLo and family and everyone tuning in. Enough blessings to all. Up, up, up. Our up means wake up, wise up, and rise up. So we have up, up, up. Vicky, victory. Vicky in the building this morning. Nature's Motivation is here this morning. Gunna Life, Rasta Caribbean. Dion McFarlane is here this morning. Says, good morning, SouFLo and the family. Big up yourself. Audrey Wright, Elaine Brown, Lil Red Gucci 2 is in the building this morning with us. Reggae Girl Bento, of course, which I said earlier. Erica Dean, Angel D. Angel D says, click the thumbs up button as soon as you enter the live, guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to say the same thing. Click the thumbs up button as soon as you enter the live or sometime throughout the show. Just hit the thumbs up button so you know the algorithm thing go already. It tells YouTube that you're engaged with the channel. So they start sending out your notifications. A lot of the times they don't send out notifications too based on that. You're tuning in, but you're not hitting the thumbs up. You must not really be interested. So why notify you, right? Jazzy Lady is in the building this morning. Naturally yours. Nikita Jones is here. Erica Dean, I said before. Roxy 21. Rash Jada is in the building with us this morning. British Jamaican Girl. I already said that. Lulu Ridges. Let me see who we never call out yet. Black Eagle. Big up yourself. Onika St. John. Nikita Jones. All right. Heading to Jamaica on Friday. Berry and Daddy, November the 4th. Nikita Jones, were you the one I spoke to about the situation that happened with your dad and his wife? May I look for Nikita answer? We had a long conversation. If she's, let me see if she's the person. Live to Erica TV said, love your thumbnail. Angel D, I was trying to say stay awake. Okay. Well, yeah, man. My condolences goes out to you. So, guys, y'all remember that story? Nikita, is it okay for me to? I won't go into the details of what we spoke about too far. I'll just brush over the story that we covered here. Is it okay if I say that is you, or you know what? leave it where it's at. Sometimes some people have a story that happened, they don't want to be associated with it here. It's okay. All right. Okay. So remember, I'm telling them. I say, life every day. We really are a community. Listen, life every day. Get up and give thanks. You never know what's gonna happen in your life, right? And when you think, say, boy, things bad today, rough, just remember when me tell you, man. Remember that I said that things just hit the fan. The caca just hit the fan in somebody else's life, and it was not yours. So as bad as it may be for you, 10 times worse for somebody else, 100 times worse for somebody else. When I spoke to this sister, Nikita Jones, not too long ago, we had a conversation, right? Because I covered the story, but I covered the story based on the information that came out of Jamaica from trusted media sources. They didn't quite get it right. Imagine you going through a situation like this. Remember the story about the lady who was a nurse and she was in the US for a while and she had her husband in Jamaica. She ended up, they said she was of unsound mind. Well, it says that she ended up stabbing her husband to death, right? This was a story we covered recently. Well, when I spoke to Nikita, I got to find out that that was her father. I also went and did some research on my own and found out that this man was a man of the cloth. He was a God fearing man. He was a loving man. He was somebody that was highly respected uh, throughout his community and around, right? He was one of these people who helped a lot of people and was well revered. You have some people in the community where they're just looked up to, their family is looked up, they're looked up to. I think Nikita's dad's family produced multiple doctors, even as well, like his children, so on and so forth. Anyways, when I got the true gist of the story of what happened, and remember, I told y'all, I said, actually I could tell it because I was given the permission to say it. She was it. People were saying, well, woman not just stab up man just so and probably did abuse her or something. And we got the gist of the story. It wasn't so. It wasn't a man that would even raise his hand to hit his wife. Our head take her. When we say your head take you, our head take her. She was going through series. She was going through issues mentally. Long story short, she took her husband's life, right? The fine details of that story, they weren't living together for a couple of years because he enjoyed a life in Jamaica. He was very successful in Jamaica as well. And she stayed overseas and she lived her life there and she enjoyed it and was successful there as well. Well, as the years went by and she retired from her, or I guess she had to retire from her profession, right? Because her mind was starting to go. And then it progressed and got worse and got worse. And her husband said, bring her home, right? Where she can be here with me so I can take care of her. All right. That's what life's supposed to be. That's what the journey of life is. Things work for you and your partner how it works. End of it all, when you start to fall apart. Because at some time in life, we're all going to fall apart. Sometime. They brought her home. It seems like, to me, I'm saying it seems like she was having hallucinations. One of the stories that I was told was about how they were having a conversation in another room about his animals. He was farming on a grand level. In his animals. Now, when you raise animals, you have to make sure they have the proper injections, the proper this, the proper that, proper medicines or whatever. You can't just raise an animal so full of bacteria and full of diseases and whatnot, then you can't sell the meat. So he's one of those guys, he takes care of his animals and proper farming, proper thing, commercial level. I think she was in a room adjacent to, overheard, eavesdropping, overheard the man and his son talking about how to take care of the cows. And yeah, we have to go give them the injection for the so and so. Her mind is so gone. She thought her husband said something about holding she down and giving her injections or something like that. Get her injection for kill her or whatever. You paranoid. She's paranoid. She's going through these, I say, delusional phases. Psychosis, really. Or she suffered from this constantly. Well, it's a sad story anyways. I don't want to go into the depths of the story because we did that already. and more accurately so on previous videos the day after I spoke to Nikita and cleared the story up. But I just want y'all to know that that is her father. So see how small this community is. When we cover these stories, and I say to you sometimes, the person that said this to me is in here right now in this room. Some of y'all think I'm joking or I'm making stuff up. She's here in this room. She's heading to Jamaica to bury her father. It's hard on them. One of the craziest things, though, is that the person who did it is in lockup. And I remember Nikita saying, like, we still taking care of her. I mean, I said, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, you know? But that's a testament to how good these people are. Like, you're still taking care of her. And I don't know if she like lose it completely or whatever, but you know, I was told that she's like, I'm tired of the rice. Now bring me no more rice. Bring me some food. More some food, like some yam and banana and something like ground food and something. And I'm like, you just killed my dad in a brutal manner. My good father. Somehow they don't have no good father. Somehow so you are detached from these stories when they're told, right? But if you grew up with a dad that was good to you, or a man in your family that held a dad figure, that was her father, her good daddy that they were close with throughout their entire lives, right? Who set standards high, who was highly respected and lost his life in a manner that is nothing short of or less than heartbreaking. And they're still helping the person who did it. And I was like, damn, I couldn't do it. Like, me probably would have been so filled with anger, I would want her to be dead too. I would want something done to her too. But that's her. She's a member here as well of this family, right? So y'all wrap arms around her, send out your condolences. She is heading to Jamaica to go bury her dad, and that can't be anything joyful. You know them kind of feelings there already. That's heavy feelings, right? That's heavy feelings. Marilyn Grant says condolences to Nikita. I feel your pain. We will be burying my husband, nephew on the 3rd of November. Yeah, ain't nothing like your daddy though. That's your good daddy. And the situation and circumstances how it happened. But it's sad. Marilyn Grant, were you the one, Marilyn Grant, that told me I feel if we bury my husband's nephew? Okay, that's not him. One of you in here is related to a situation that happened in Jamaica yesterday or day before yesterday as well, where the woman was killed by her son. Who was that? Angel D says, I knew it wasn't a joke. Who? See, here's the thing. So many people who are so-called doing YouTube now or whatever, they like make up stories and sensationalize stories. We made a vow a long time ago to never be a part of that, right? So when we choose to cover anything, it's usually as real as it gets. And we handle these discussions and situations you could tell how my words are like jibber jabber because I'm being careful. I'm not just gonna be loose tongue because these are people and people's close family members. It doesn't matter how they're perceived, it doesn't matter what the situation was. Somebody is attached to this closely, and you don't want to say something to add insult to injury or add disrespect to what they're going through, right? Right. So my condolences goes out to you, my dear, and I know it cannot be easy. It cannot be easy. But I know your family is tight, it's a tight family, and you guys will have each other's back. Um, I don't even know what else to say. Because when we hear about all her father now, to think that, somebody like that would go out like that, you wouldn't expect that. But that's how life goes. Life throws us these bitter moments, you know? Life is beautiful and then throws us these bitter moments. That's why I keep telling y'all, man, you better be grounded in something. You better have some source from which you can draw strength. You better have some support system somewhere. Can't do this alone. Can't do this alone because the ups are high. When you up, you're up. The lows are low. You know? And some of these lows send people right over the edge. Yeah. Crystal G says, just be careful on your journey. It gets rough out here. The other story from yesterday is another family member of ours from over here. I went and looked it up. I was trying to find a picture of the individual, but I couldn't. But the story, the St. Andrew South Criminal Investigation Branch (CIB) is probing yesterday's stabbing death of a female United States citizen, allegedly at the hand of her son. It's not allegedly, but the newspaper have to say allegedly, but it was her son that did it. So you see these crazy turns that life take, that we could never plan these moments. I'm not planning for my wife to kill me. I'm not planning for any of my children to come take my life. Nobody plans these things. You be there living your life happy, giving thanks and praises, waking up joyful every day, helping as many people as you can, conscious of the fact that you're alive, trying to sow good seeds of karma. And then which part of the karma circle that you be dead in the other world asking, I know I wasn't perfect, but how am I get that? How that happened? What did I do to deserve like going out like that? But it happens. It happens. The deceased woman yesterday has since been identified as 54-year-old Marvel Johnson. Now, Marvel Johnson, reports are that about 7:20 a.m., big early morning hours, residents on Wavell Avenue in Kingston 11 heard a loud commotion and screams for help. They said she was fighting. She was fighting with our son. She was bawling. She was screaming. Somebody come help me, please. Get him off of me. Help, help. She was taken when the police were summoned to the location because everybody else was afraid to go in there because they saw what was happening. And when the police came, they found Miss Johnson in a pool of her own blood. Now, she was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital where she was pronounced dead. And the Gleaner, who gave the most thorough report, which is not so thorough, but it's better than all the others, the Gleaner says they understand that an argument broke out. A domestic dispute occurred at the home of the person. That is her home, but she's an American citizen. So she have a house in Jamaica. She's an American citizen, and occurred at the home of a now deceased popular member of the popular British link-up crew. That's deceased member of the popular British link-up crew. The only person I could cover is Father Fowl or Wani British. Them two. Remember Father Fowl and Wani British? Father Fowl and Wani British. I think they came back to Jamaica from the UK. We found out that at least one of them, I know for a fact, was sent back to Jamaica and deported, that kind of stuff, and ended up losing their life anyways. It became a big issue in the UK because in the UK they were saying, listen, Jamaica is very volatile, and when these people come, if they're not in the UK taking lives, punish them for their crimes here, but allow them to still live in the UK because they're not here killing anybody. So it became a big discussion, right? People were being sent home for some simple things and then losing their life. I remember one guy tell the tale of how the people who vowed to wipe out his bloodline don't know how they found out he got deported, but I think it was, when the UK is doing these deportations, they announce it. When the US is deporting Jamaicans back to Jamaica, they don't announce it. They just send the planes. The US just send them. And you would be surprised to know how many Jamaicans are deported from the US right through that airport by plane every month. The UK has this way of there will be a charter flight coming into the country and then people start making phone calls. Yo, dog, you see the boy named One Burner. Yeah, you see them say a flight are coming Wednesday from the UK and it's supposed to have 17 deported upon it. Yeah, well, all right, I'm dep on that flight there. See, all right, pre that, and then they out there looking for them and waiting for them. The guy said he don't know how, but it must have been through that. And he got to his place, thought he was safe, and then gunshots start beat. And they trailed him for days. And he had to run to different parts of the island till he made his way to the embassy. They actually ended up sending him back to the UK. And you know, very few times they would have ever done that. But for him, they ended up sending him back to the UK, given the nature of his case and how he got out of Jamaica in the first place. It was because they were wiping out his whole family. And he had proof that they were wiping out his whole family and he was next. They sent him back anyways. So this story with the son killing the mother, it is said that this domestic dispute happened at the home of a now deceased member, not the home of the woman who lives in the US. So I know she have the house. This is the house of a deceased member of the popular British link-up crew, which could either be Wani British or Father Fowl. Those are the only two popular ones I know of. Anyhow, the prime suspect, who according to investigators is the child of the victim, is in police custody and he was picked up at the crime scene. So he stabbed up his mom and he didn't even leave and run away. Police have to go look for him. He was there on the scene. They understand that the accused was not cooperating with the police, and some residents in the area believes that he is of unsound mind. Some residents in the area believe he's of unsound mind. It never said anything about him having a history of mental illness. People just believe he is of unsound mind because of the way he acts around the community. It is also said that he is a deportee. So he was deported. The story is, yeah, the boy get deported and come down here and him head take him mad out because, you know, him want to go back a foreign and Jamaica rough him and all these other kind of things. I don't know what dispute developed between him and his mom, but it didn't end well. When the police moved her, she no look like she alive. But the doctors them had to pronounce her. The youth is our son, you know. And him is a deportee too, is what one person said to the news crew that was there. The police said that the man is in custody and he refused to answer any questions when asked about his relationship to the woman, which is his mother. So I'm not answer no question. The Corporate Communications Unit CCU of the Jamaica Constabulary Force confirms reports of the incident that yes, it was true, is true, it happened, and she was stabbed multiple times all over her body by her son. Funny enough, not a joke, this is the second American woman to be murdered in Jamaica in the past month. Now, I didn't want to lead with that headline, second American woman killed in Jamaica in the past month. If you do that, a lot of people out here only read headlines. So when they read the headline and they see that, they're like, damn, they're killing American women in Jamaica. Second one in the past month. That's crazy. We have to put things in context. So I couldn't use that as a headline. This is the second American woman killed in Jamaica in the past month, but these are Jamaican women that they have their roots there, their families are there, their children, their this, that, and the other are there. They just went overseas and got naturalized for another country, but them still have strong Jamaica dealings. So it is through their Jamaican dealings with their Jamaican family members that they have lost their lives. So I don't want anybody going away. Let's clarify that. So we don't want anybody going away thinking, oh, yo, you heard that? They kill an American woman in Jamaica. It's not safe to go. That's not what we're saying. All right. The other woman, well, this one they said, boy, our son do her bad. Her son did her bad. It started from an argument. The community thinks he's crazy. And usually Jamaica is not that. Jamaica is a small place. If your community say the youth mad or something wrong with him, or him chip off, him head a bother him gone, headspace taking water, anything like that, they know because they observe you very well on a day-to-day basis. There was another one who the community said he needed help from a long time ago. This was a story a few years back where the youth just take up a machete and just chop up his mother. It turns out he was a deportee too. But the community been talking about him. The community said, boys like him go foreign here, man. We know him from him little and I grow up. And him mother take him where care him go foreign. And when him come back, him get deported. Him in the place for a while and nobody never knows him get deported. You know when people get deported and they come back and they're ashamed about it? So them not try, go back to where they come from. And then when they finally go back to where they come from, they don't really tell people. Say, boy, that's the situation. We get deported and thing. Plus, he's in Jamaica. Nothing is happening for him. He's not one of those that have a success story. He got deported, went back home, opened a business, start working, build up something, became successful. That wasn't his story. Them say he used to go to a road and look up on every plane we pass. And then he used to drink, what you call it? Not Campari, but another, like he's always drinking strong alcohol like early in the morning and smoke ganja and talk to himself a lot. One of the persons that from the community said he was talking to himself a lot and he used to talk to himself and then argue with himself aggressively. And that's when they were like, yeah, him head gone. Cause that's not how he used to be. And the sad part ending for that was he took his mom's life as well. Right? Johnson is the second American woman to be murdered in Jamaica this past month. On September 23rd, it was Shernette Hammond. Shernette Hammond was the one who was in the taxi coming from the funeral in the car, and they said that it had something to do with some dead left land. And she's believed to have been set up by her nephew, or it was a hitman, and the hitman is in custody. These kind of things happen. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. If the youth head take him and his mother never recognize it. Some mothers just love them children beyond a fault. Like everybody could be like, yo, let's send him go get some help, Miss James, because you know see him not doing good. And in her heart of hearts, man, she's like, I'm a baby. This is the baby with me, my belly swell up 9 months, me grow him, me this, me that. And they can't separate themselves from their child. And it's to the detriment of them. And I think this is one of those cases. Why end up chip off on his mother, stab her up? Crazy thing is they said it was all over her body. That not even sound like, that's rage. That's anger and rage. I'm wondering if she's still an American citizen. She just came to Jamaica. They said she came to Jamaica to come check in on our son and stuff like that. And this happened. So I'm wondering if he has so much rage build up, right? Like you still in America, you probably live good life. Me down here suffer. Me can't get, I can't get out. I can't fly back. His mom was probably telling him stuff like we normally tell our family members, hang in there, man. Find something and do. Find something and I will help you get set up, for it. I have family members that were deported and I said to them, find something and do. I will help you set up. But when I said them, I find something do. If you're not finding anything to do, nobody wants to support you because deportation is not a dead end. It's not a dead end. I don't know why we put this stigma on it, but it's not a dead end. Okay, it's just like going to prison. You had a chance, you're back out, your sentence done. Guess what? Life continues. So it's not a dead end. As long as you have life and you have a support system around you too, makes it even better for you. Come on, man, do something. Go set up a stall in the market. I will help you put some goods in there and you can sell. I don't know, open a clothing store, do something. These things are not even that expensive to do. It's not expensive at all to put a stall in the market. Set up a stall, sell clothes, sell, back to school things, clothes, shoes, whatever. Help you, your family members overseas who always sending you a little $50 here, $100 there, $20 there. Them same one. Buy a motorbike. You can ride bike, turn it in a delivery, something, courier. Like there's so many things that you can do. You don't have to just stop right there and like, oh damn, them send me back a yard. I'm gonna like the place, and nothing to run good in Jamaica. Guess what? You're gonna have to figure out. But what I find out is a lot of the Portuguese try to find a way to leave again. And they get stuck in one day I'm gonna leave here again. But in the meantime, you're there, you have to live. You have to live. So some people lay down and die, and some people stand up and fight. Try be one of them ones that will stand up and fight. Dorothy T says, I try, but I can't sympathize with anyone who gets deported for getting involved in the wrong things. Yeah. Y'all know how I feel on that, right? Okay, so let me explain again. If you're a big grown person when you leave Jamaica or any of the Caribbean islands, big grown person, old enough to know wrong from right, and you get the opportunity and you come over here, and your first instinct is criminality, send your ass back. And I have no remorse for you either. You chose that, right? Criminality was wrong when it went in your country that you left to come here, and it's wrong here too. I'm going to use my own word. It's wronger here because they handle it even worse, differently here. You're going to prison. You're going to get deported. All these things, and you should know that from the beginning. You're a guest in somebody's house, and inside that house are a lot of opportunities for you as a guest to exploit. That's like meat on the bones. That's a bucket of honey. Why you want to mess that up? So I don't have no feelings for you. Let me tell you who I feel sorry for. I feel sorry for children who parents run off with them from them little and they don't know and they're growing up illegal. I feel sorry for those. I feel sorry for the people them who really do come from poverty and volatile communities. Let's not get it twisted. There's some communities in Jamaica where you afraid to go. Let's not act like we are talking about joke. Some community in Jamaica where you afraid to go. There are communities that exist where when a Dan say him want your daughter, it means say him want your daughter. And your daughter have to carry pum pum go give him. You understand? Or gunman in the area or bad man in the area want her. Some stuff she probably can't even talk to you about. Why? Because she know that you are powerless. A lot of us don't live in those conditions, but those conditions are very real. See, in volatile communities where it's gang wars and fighting, one of them community there where man feel like, so we are go over here, so go kill out the woman them. That, like we discussed before. Right. And so when people like those get away and them get like a visitor's visa and then them go so and run off, they were trying to get better life. And they never got involved in any criminal activities. They laid low the whole time. Things couldn't get sorted out for them. Some people are of the impression that people grow on trees in the US like money. So once me run off, I just go find somebody married to, straighten out my things, I'm good. There's people that's been here for years and years and can't find nobody to do that with. So it ain't really that easy. You know what I'm saying? I guess especially if you don't have money to back it up, and if you're not one of the ones they call pretty or fine and sexy and all these things. So I feel sorry for them people there. Them run off, them work hard, them get catch. Eventually, somebody says, boom, kick off the door. ICE is here. What are you doing here? working and sleeping in this back room. Come, pack your things. Back to Jamaica you go. Them people there, I feel sorry for them. Because them never hurt anybody. And they wasn't here doing anything criminal. They were under the radar, staying low, trying to get things straight. It just never work out. But if you're grown and you come here with the foolishness, I don't have no time to feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for people who deserve sympathy. Country girl said my best friend brother got deported and he won't do anything because he says that they should help him to return. His brother went down and because of jealousy, he beat his brother next to death. You see that? So he's of the impression that they should help him, right? Help him to get back. How? You want to sneak you through Mexico back into the armed country and then we're not Homeland Security. You have to deal with what you have where you're at. I'm not going to tell out my family because I speak to them and maybe not on a regular basis, but I don't want them feel no kind of way like I'm talking about them. So I'm not going to specifically lean into anybody's particular story. So family member, you know who you are. Y'all know who y'all are. And your story may I talk about. See, I'm just saying people got to get up and do something and don't take deportation as a full stop. The story goes on. Write another paragraph. It's your story to write. Know what I mean? It's your story to write. Others have done it. You can do it too. Because his brother is doing good. So sometimes family is not nice. Yeah, and that's a hard pill to swallow too. You make a mistake, you get deported, you back in Jamaica, you're trying your hardest, nothing can happen for you, but you're seeing your siblings flourishing and they never made any mistakes. And they're actually like, they're showing you what could have happened for you if you had. You can rise up out of that too, man. You can rise up out of that too. See that he got his chance and blew it something there? There's always chances. You have to get up and move though. Stop laying down and feeling sorry. I don't like people who lay down and feel sorry for themselves. I don't like those kind of people around me. I don't like them kind of people that even associate with me, or I don't try to associate with those kind of people. If your storyline is woe is me, the earth has fallen on me, everything is bad for me, things just not work out for me no matter when I try, because you haven't tried enough things, or because you haven't stuck to what it is you tried before, and maybe you are just trying too many things and not focusing on any. Something is going on. You have to tweak it and calibrate it properly and get the thing going. Stop this whole woe is me. That's not even our spirit. Do you know who we are? That's not even in our bloodline. We not lay down and die kind of people. I embody that. We are not lay down and die kind of people. So anytime I see that, it's like a big old it crosses. My spirit get crossed. You know, I'm quick to jump in and help somebody who's already helping themselves. But you see, if you just lay down and you just talk about, oh, save me, I need some help, give me some help, give me some help. And every time you give them help, them want more help and them want a little more something and a little more something. I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to help you so when time me down, me can come back and look and say, and you can say, well, SouFLo, you know, me up and running. And I say, I got through a rough time right now, bro. So here what? We can help you out with that thing too. That's how it's supposed to be. We can't go around dashing away our resources on people who don't want to do nothing for themselves. Nah, man. Get up and move, man. And then, you know, and here we go. And I'm not preaching, but who says God helps those who helps themselves? That's what the speech is about. God helps those who helps themselves. God will send help in the form of people to those who are already helping themselves. There's something beautiful about an individual who is trying their ass off. You just know this person as a trying person. It makes you want to get in there and help them too. You know from when they might try, You know, me see that youth, you know, day in, day out. You know what? May I help him? May I have little extra resources? I'm gonna help him. But when you live like, woe is me, people see that too. And they kind of like, I don't want to see that youth there. Yeah, every time. You ever try to talk to somebody before and everything you suggest, they shoot it down? And you're suggesting for them, you're giving them all these ideas, you're brainstorming for them. Try this, try that. No, I don't want to try that because that not gonna work. Try this. Well, you know, over there, so them not really like people, so I'm not go over there. So, okay, try this one. Well, the one they know it's gonna require this, that, and we don't know if we can. Okay, well, try this one. Them people there. You gotta leave people alone sometimes, man. Let them figure it out. If you're an empath or you're the kind of person that's very sympathetic to people, that can be rough for you because you hate to see people go through it. But I'm learning that sometimes when you see people going through their hell on earth, you have to back up and let them go through their hell on earth, right? Through them pressure. Remember, pressure makes diamonds, right? They'll never become a diamond if they don't go through the pressure. If you're always there rescuing them, they don't know what it's like to go through it really. It's hard to do, but you have to do it. Sometimes you have to just close your eye, turn your back, focus on you and your business, and just make them go through it. As long as they're not dead in front of you, let them go through it. They're going to come out on the other side. Some people need this to resurrect the fighting spirit within them. See, this is the thing about life, right? In life, you have to come to earth with a mindset that I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be successful. It's a choice. It's a choice. I am going to be happy is a choice. I am going to be successful is a choice. And you have to develop that mindset. You have to have that mindset. Let's take a call real quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Wagwan family.
Blessed in my morning, my brother.
Manners and respect, fam. Talk to me now.
How are you? Know what say? I'm here talking in the morning.
God know.
like God tell us if control what for a little boy this man and make you know say, yo, get energy and do what you have to do. You see me?
You see it.
Yo, me say, I'm here talk to this man in SouFLo. You see me? I'm up on a journey right now.
The message
right now, I'm going to catch a grain bus to come forth that deal to come pick up the vehicle.
See it.
You know what I mean? As I say, I'm out there upon a journey and things work right, but you know, sometimes you have to look around and see look at what you have, what you can do, you have to try and make that work. You know what I mean? And one of the day yet, you have to just say, all right, you are going to want to work with what you have, one of the day we come.
Yes.
Yes,
yes.
Are the energy the man, you know what I mean? Sometimes we can't talk it up on the ball, and say, oh, me. This morning, I talked to one of my nieces at Jamaica, and she said, yo, my uncle right now, I link some people, and I go through something, and I link some people, I want a strength. The people, them normally help me. And the thing, them, what them I say, you see me, real talk, I don't talk, I but she link a dude, but I type and I say, you know, give me a strength for that. Right away, you know, I said, John, I said, G, I deal with him, I say, I'm not even the point there, leverage them, medieval, you know? So, I say that to say this, sometimes you have to just work with what you have and dig deeper within yourself sometimes to find the energy and do what you have to do.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because that me out there do right now.
And some days it gets hard.
Something.
Some days it get hard, even though you
oh God, man.
You know, hear how you talk, man. You have the knowledge, you know. You already have the knowledge, you know it, you know.
Man.
But it does get hard sometimes, don't it?
It get rough sometimes, like really rough.
Yeah,
you know. But you said something this morning, you said a few things, as me tell you, say, speak to me.
Saying.
Sometimes, you know, it can be, it's not that you're not trying, you know. Sometimes you cannot try too much things and not focus on one thing.
All right, sir. All right.
Because when I try too much things, your time tie up everywhere. You can't even get to focus on a thing.
Right.
what gonna work. You know what I mean? Focus on one thing and make you work, watch you work, and then you focus on something else.
All right.
You know what I mean? So I just you know all sort that are listening in the morning about I just the energy that this morning, you know.
Yeah. Strength. More
Yeah
strength.
man, yeah man.
More strength, my
Yeah
brother.
man. So yeah man, me there man, me I go and listening for the bus, you know, I'm about to jump on the bus, so me I go and listening see me.
All right.
Just then
Manners
I
and
come Fort
respect here.
Lauderdale come pick up me right. So you know, blessings man.
Blessings. Manners.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah, man, we push out them strength here and we don't know even I don't even know how sometimes stuff just flow through me and say this morning and it lifts somebody up and make somebody know say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So I'm pleased to hear that from him. You know what it is. People going through their things. One thing I have to tell you is just don't give up though. Always remember who you are. Uh I was watching a video yesterday, a sister. She is saying, I think Sarah Cayente posted a video on IG. She's a member of our family here as well. And it was some youth have some tattoo on them skin and stuff. And there was a young lady who I don't know if she finds salvation and she's preaching and stuff. So she's there and she rub up the boy them skin and she ask them, why you put this on you? You know, don't you know in the Bible it says thou shalt not put any markings on your skin or whatever. So your day when you go to see Christ, what are you going to explain to him, whatever? I mean, I'm looking at her doing all this and I'm thinking, I don't know if this is my spirit of discernment or something that's kicking in, but she never strike me as no person that was genuinely talking about the tattoo on them skin. She actually looked like she look a man, really, but under the pretense of preaching about tattoo, the way she rub up the man them tattoo on them skin, but at the same time telling them they shouldn't have tattoo on skin and thing. Now, in saying all that, I have a lot of tattoos myself, but all my tattoos have a meaning, right? So you see this one here, right? You see this? This is because I draw such great strength from this. That's why I try to tell people, say, no matter where you go, stay close to your roots, stay close to your culture. I was raised a certain kind of way. And if I go outside of how I was raised, I'm gonna be lost. And I found that out a long time ago. So me, Jamaican out more than anybody else. That's why when time I talk, more time people are like, how long you say you've been in the US for? Really? And you sound like that? Yeah. Cause me never make this left me. And the foundation and what was taught. So listen to me when I tell you, say, you're not lay down kind of people. It's not in your bloodline. You are warriors. You are rebellious people. You are warriors. Your strength is unmatched. Your genetics is unmapped. Like them still are trying to figure out we. Facts. They're still trying to figure us out. Believe it or not. Read between the lines what I'm saying to you. So draw strength from that, and whatever it is you're going through, man, just know, say, and keep your connection to the Almighty Creator too, and just know, say, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, but don't give up, right? Don't give up. So let's go. Anyway, we have a couple of stories here this morning that I wanted to get into. I told y'all, Vicky Victory says, "Oh, talk truth, no soul flow. Not true, Vicky. We have to draw enough of Jamaican them who they are foreign from, not even Jamaican, Caribbean people who they are foreign from a long time. But I speak specifically for Jamaica because I'm a Jamaican, who they are foreign for so long that you strayed so far from your roots that you out here lost. You out here lost. And I run into them all the time and they don't know what. You know what's funny? I think me and wife was having this discussion yesterday. And it was like, that's where the confusion comes from. Because you've been out of Jamaica for too long. Now Jamaicans see you as foreigner. Then you will never be foreigner in a foreign, because foreign will always see you as a foreigner. Now you're in the middle of limbo, nowhere. You understand? Where do I go? My own people don't see me as them anymore because you're disconnected. Them people over here, so that I try to assimilate to be like, still don't recognize me as them. Where do I go? And with what a tree without roots will what? All right. So stay grounded and stay connected to your roots. It's very important. It is such a significant thing that I want to make sure that everybody get the deep message behind that. Stay connected to your roots and you'll be all right. You can draw strength from it, hella strength from it. All right, Audrey Wright, wither away. Yeah, Life Through Erica TV says we have all done things that we shouldn't do. Hence, Jesus Christ, it's all about our heart and the way we love and treat each other. That don't mean you should do anything to your body. I'm just saying you should do anything to your body. Well, I'm my body, and me have a different philosophy on life than anybody else. You see, for me, my philosophy is this: my body could be used as a map to tell a story of my life here on earth. Every star on me has a meaning. Every word on me has a name. It's a name and a date, and every flag you see, everything, and my story. And check it. We get so caught up in the visuals. That's why we get fooled all the time. I said this before, right? I saw a commercial a long time ago where a guy who had a full body of tattoos from up here, so chest, back, all full sleeves, everything. He walks out of a building, him have on jeans, boots, and a wife beater, Marina. He gets on a big Harley Davidson motorbike, boom, cranks it up in the parking lot and takes off wild down the street, boom, off into the mountains or whatever. The next flip side of that, he arrives at the hospital, parks his Harley Davidson in the parking space that says the physician parking space only, walks inside, picks up his white coat, puts that on. It covered every single tattoo he had on, threw his stethoscope around his neck, and went right off to treating patients. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, this I want Hell's Angel, gangster, gang member, something, something. And then it got to the hospital, and I was like, oh, okay. And the story was, don't judge a book by its cover. So we've been trained so much to judge books by its cover, especially Caribbean people. That's why with politicians, them stay clean and nice, well shaved up. And so I call it right, clean and nice, well shaved up. A nice suit on and these kind of things, shirt tucked in a pants, and them come tell you some of the wickedest lies, and then and them do some of the they pencil whip some of the wickedest laws into motion, and they borrow some of the biggest money from all these other borrowing, lending places, which your next generation and next generation will still be trying to pay off them checks while they ride off into the sunset, living the best life ever for generations to come. And them big con artists move. And we buy it because they look how we think good people should look. Me come and talk to you now, I'm go so and put up my hand. The first thing you start think is, I wonder what all them star there and them something there. I'm right up on him skin, so I wonder if him used to be a gang member or something. Everywhere I go, people are like, "Oh, are you gang affiliated?" I said, "No, why?" Those red stars on you, I think they're for blood gang members. I'm like, please don't associate me with no blood gang members. The one organization I've been in that you might want to call a gang, because some people do, is the United States Army. Infantry, to be specific. That's it. Blue card. All right. That's all. Right? That's my CIB. And that's it. I don't do gang nothing. I'm not into anything illegal, nothing. But people will judge you based on that and then come with this religious thing. I don't know. I don't want anybody to define God for me. And I don't want anybody to meddle in me and God relationship. Because me and God relationship is a personal relationship for me. But now if I come tell you when me tell God, say, you can approve or disapprove, that is between me and the Almighty Creator. I don't know why people go around doing that, but I find it to be futile, right? When me I pray to my God and I bleed out my heart and I'm constantly praying, I tell people that too. You have to constantly be praying. Whole day me I pray. I'm walking, I'm praying. I'm running, I'm praying. I'm driving, I'm praying. My spirit stays praying. I have a praying spirit, but I'm not a sit down and pray kind of person. I'm a get up and move while praying kind of person. You know what I'm saying? So me different. Me I one of them who fling rock stone and pray same time. Fling gunshot and pray same time. That different thing. So I don't discuss all that with people in detail like that. I don't want nobody try cut me out into no box. You're supposed to look like this. You're supposed to be like this. These are the words you're supposed to use. Don't say these. And we're free, man. Live free. Just live good or try your best to live good. Do no harm to no one to the best of your ability. Live good. That's it at the end of the day. See? All right. Back to this now. And again, remember, you're strong people. And when you can't find strength, close your eyes and think about who brought you here. And think about how strong your foreparents are and were. And their spirit live on through you. So you don't have no lay down and die in you. You don't have no surrender, no, oh, I can't do it in you. You don't have no woe is me in you. Somebody taught you that. You learned that somewhere. It's not of you. It's not of us. We're great people. Come from greatness. So you continue that. As soon as you discover that, you'll be all right. Now, Beachy Stout case halts again. I told y'all, pay attention to this case, right? Beachy Stout case halts again. We're going to talk about why the case halted again. And let's just say the lawyers are having a field day in there. I saw comments yesterday. Some people were like, yeah, I think some more get away with this murder. It surely says that money walks or money talks and BS walks. And he has the money to have multiple strong lawyers. No little crabby lawyer, no little, oh, I just came out of school, don't really know what I'm doing. Seasoned attorneys. And they're poking all kinds of holes in this case, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So the case went to a halt again. We're going to talk about that. A Jamaican farm worker passed away in Canada, Daniel Brown. I haven't made the icon for the video this morning yet, but we're going to talk about him and the conditions on a farm work program and who really benefits. Then there's a video. Remember a couple of days ago, I believe it was Monday, the 3 19-year-olds that got killed by police in Jamaica in a shootout? How ironic that all three of them were 19, right? And all three of them were considered to be fishermen. They said they were fishermen from the village, the Raytown village. And you have people protesting. A 3 innocent youth them kill. The youth them not do nothing. Well, the victims are speaking out that they did do something too. So we'll talk about that for a minute. And we already went over the son stabbing the American mom to death and the son being a deportee. And we're not sure if he's off his rockers, but it seems like it because the neighborhood says he's definitely not stable. The 3 youth them. Let's start out with that one first. When I saw the video, I said to myself first, when I saw the news, I said to myself first, the 3 youth them look like babies at 19. But I have a child that's around that age group, so, and I have 2 more that's almost there. Jaden is 16, Kosi is 15, so it's not far away from 19. They look like babies. And a part of me wants to believe that we don't have no young youth, we're predators. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of the killing you see going on, a lot of the viciousness you see going on. I told you all about the video that went public, it went viral. How the youth them clash out in the streets and the youth run down the youth and mercilessly ram the big long blade in him and pull it out and chop him. And the youth are beg. And the next youth was begging him not to do it, which is his own friend that came with him. A war. We say we have a war now. And when me say how vicious my brethren I deal with the youth, me start begging him to not stop. But him not stop. See? I would like to believe that that's not so and that's not our youths. But at them same one. So it gets hard to look at the pictures and think, damn, that's a child. But these are the same people who don't give you no chance. You beg for mercy. You beg for your life. You say, okay, rob me and leave me, no man. You can't rob me again one next time. Gunshot in your head side, gunshot in your face. It's just, we're at a crazy place in time. Okay, and we youth them out of control. But for the people who are blocking the streets, putting up a fire in the middle of the road, they're demanding that the police be investigated. I see one politician came out. It's politics time again. Election is coming. They need their votes. One politician came out to say, I don't believe the police version of this story. Well, here's one of the victims. And one of the victims had this to say.
Three faces them show up on TV last night with the police killing a narrator. And them robbed me on Harbour Street, right at the All Eyes factory, and traumatized me youth. Because the brown boy where you see on the TV, I am rest a gun angle for my son and put the nozzle on my side. Yeah. Him look like him innocent, but when him start talk, you see the killer in it. And people jump up and say police this and police that and police. Kill them in a cold blood. Police know say them a do the dirt. Because police smart, you know, I think the police are fooling them. Sometimes see a man do things long, and police are report them. You know the reason why for that? If you keep reporting them, because when them act, them have enough vacative to support them action or them do. Police give people chance to change them full ways, you know. Police know say you deal with something called information are coming boy and you know them come here yet. A chance and mercy period them a give you stop what you are doing. So when them have to come for you, them really have to come for you. Because you know say you are doing what you are doing. Yeah man, I just got make them not kill.
So Trending Vibes, I see somebody say, well, I guess I have to watch the replay later. Trending Vibes was the one that edited it, and I thought I would use that edit without the voice. I'll show you something. All right, big up Trending Vibes, but these are the youth, the three youth. The one in the middle look like a baby. Over here, so was the lady who says she is 51 or something like that, and she raised them, and it's like police are telling them go knock the door, wake up the youth them and shoot them up. And then this is one of the victims of them who has been in. Now, I have another video of him speaking without all that. And here is his video, uninterrupted.
I think at 10 o'clock news it was. And me here, she killed in Raytown. Police killed 3 in Raytown. When I'm show the picture people. I'm talking, you know, because I don't live my life in a fear and I don't walk in a fear. Though the road grind me every day, people, and leaving your family at home and coming out even with your family, you're not even sure if you're going to live for go back in to all the road around.
Madness.
The gun them enough on the road, which everybody know that. And criminals up on the road that traverse to and fro. You don't know what can happen next. But I don't have a problem with police, I don't have a problem with the law, because I'm a law-abiding citizen. And the police, them step up them tempo, and them do them work. I'm not going to take side with nobody and say the police corrupt or whatever. That's not my business.
Dirty T.
They have never dealt with me on that level before, so I don't have a hang up on the system where the police and the soldiers are concerned. But those three faces them show up on TV last night with the police killing a Raytown. And them robbed me on Harbour Street, right at the All Eyes factory, and traumatized me youth. Because the brown boy where you see on the TV, I am rest a gun angle for my son and put the nozzle on my side. Yeah. Him look like him innocent, but when him start talk, you see the killer in him. And people jump up and say police this and police that and police. Kill them in a cold blood. Police know say them a do the dirt. Because police smart, you know, I think the police are fooling them. Sometimes you see a man do things long, and police are report, tell if you report them. You know the reason why for that? For you keep reporting them, because when them act, them have enough backative to support them action or them do. Police give people chance to change them full ways, you know. The police know say you deal with something called information and coming boy and you know so then come for you yet. A chance and mercy period them a give you stop doing what you do, you know. So when them have to come for you, them really have to come for you. Because you know say you are doing what you do. Yeah man, I just God make them not kill me the day down Harbour Street there. Right at the top, the last left turn, and a little lane they run cross water lane. Yeah man, them not innocent. Them robbed me September the 6th, 2:30. Right at the intersection of Harbour Street and the road there, the last left turn I go down there. So brawling under the cameras, they robbed me.
Under the cameras.
Traumatized me out. Take away my phone, take away the phone and them call the person, so them want to buy. Take away bike papers and run gone in the direction of Raytown. From the bridge side, we come from over south, across the road. Yeah. Good work, police. Keep it up.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is a lot of people are saying, boy, I hope nobody don't do anything to him. Because you know Jamaica run already. Their family members and friends and cronies and whatnot, right? They probably and it's an area that he traverses himself on a regular basis. Come and watch the comment section, and a lot of people in the comment section, big up the pink wall. A lot of people in the comment section under this video is saying the same thing. Me see the man here all the time. One thing me can tell you about him is him always have him little son with him. He's a good father, we know that. So if the man here say, them rob him, and them rob right under the camera, the man said, them not care about no camera. Rest the gun handle for my little son and turn the nozzle for me. Put it in on my side. Him said the youth look like a baby. But when him start talk, you see the killer in him. Man, I don't know. The only thing I can tell the youth them is stop throwing on a life. Because none of you are. I don't know who tell some of these youths that they are gun experts and whatnot. But when you start getting into shootout with law enforcement officials, I can tell you that they're trained to a way higher level than you are. And I can tell you that they know stuff about that weapon that you don't. Missy man getting a gunfight already and them gun jam and then pick up gunshot, or them gun jam and they throw away the gun and run, right? These guys that you're thinking is so soft and you can just overpower them and all that because you have your little gun and you say you have the heart to do it. They know tactics that you don't know. I don't come out and give out these tactics on TV because I'm not trying to make anybody any wiser. I don't want my show to be one of them shows that where people can say. I did about two videos showing a gun, a particular gun. I think it was a 40 caliber. But anyways, I did about two videos showing a gun and showing the breakdown, reassembling, and proper handling off. And then after that, I didn't do any more because I realized that given the way I was trained and my experience, me start making videos like those, I'm probably empowering the wrong people because then they're going to start sitting down watching the video and say, yeah, SouFlo say I saw you for break it down, or him say if make sure the firing pin is like this, and check with the spring and make sure the spring not this, and do this with the that and that with the this. And me just stop. People who do gun videos on YouTube is usually some gun enthusiasts, and everybody who follow them, usually a lot of people, are just people that own guns, and sometimes you get a gun, you don't even know how to break it down because guns break down differently. You're like, yo, I can't break this one down. Where do you break it down? So you watch a video and you watch an expert. Now, for me, being in the infantry, if you have your EIB, which is your expert infantry badge, you've broken down pretty much all weapons. So at least know how to break them down, clean them, and reassemble them. I can't give away all that knowledge to my brothers that way. But the youth them must realize that there's way more to life than this, yo. And you're going to die. You're going to die or you're going to go to prison. I don't know which one I would fear more. I think I would fear prison more than dying. I would fear prison more than dying. Remember me telling you, take it from me. I made up my mind. I said I was going to be a contract killer. Swear to God. I made up my mind years ago. I was very young. I said I'm going to be a contract killer. I'll kill people for money. God made me smart. Because the first thing I asked myself was, do you know how to do this actually? And then I started thinking about prison. Now, if them catch you upon a contract killing in the US, this ain't Jamaica. My family in Jamaica, then we rally together and try to save me, and we have to do what we have to do. But in the US, it doesn't matter. You get caught in a contract killing, a murder case, you can't beat that. You're going to prison for how many years? Then I started thinking to myself, and I said, you know what? If I have the heart, the mindset to do something like that, I might as well follow in the footsteps of my father and my grandfather. Father JDF, grandfather JCF. That's my background. And I said, okay, boom, military. And I remember leaving Brooklyn, New York, and I remember people saying, well, you going out to join the army? You going to join the white man army? You about to go fight the white man war? You about to go do this? They going to use you, all this. And the whole time I'm saying to myself, the people who are telling me this, they're heading to prison. So do I want to be somebody with a rifle and a whole lot of ammunition and the freedom to run around with a system that's going to back me, or do I want to be locked in a cage where I might not even have a weapon to defend myself and a bunch of my own people trying to violate me? Kind of prisoner, all kind of violation going. These are the things they don't tell these young youths, and them things says a glorification thing, and when you go in there, it's gonna be, oh, we're gonna go hang out and chill with the homies and then do it time, you know what I'm saying? Run the cell block and then come back out. Me, I'm a mad charge them. So many of these youths get locked up and come out traumatized. Cause man run up in them backside. Yeah. And I was of the impression for a long time, because I left Jamaica pretty young, I was of the impression for a long time that certain things don't happen in Jamaican culture. And we don't do certain things. But it's a lie. It's a lie. I'll never forget the documentary where they went into the Jamaican man prison. And the warden was saying, well, this is the condom box. And the first thing I thought to myself was, why the Ross a condom box in a man prison? Mr. Let me listen to this some more, because maybe after the man them when them a go upon them conjugal visits, maybe their wife come and drop off some and something like that, and you grab a few on your way out, because you know they're on birth control, maybe you don't want to get her pregnant. I'm telling myself everything to not see the truth. Because I couldn't believe that we actually get down like that. So enough of them youth here where you see, the little young youth them, police draw them up, them get lock up, them round there, so lock up, man feel them up in there, man have them round there, spin popular and gig, man have them round there, back it up on the dumper truck, man have them round there, slap cheeks, man have them round there, giving head, man have them round there doing all kind of something. When them come out traumatized and angrier than ever before. And this is something you can't walk around and proudly tell everybody, right? That was a big deterrent for me, boy. I was like, I want to be with a gang that wears a uniform and shoot. And we shoot for each other. You don't want to be with no man, our gang where a one bag of man lock up in a one hole and everybody in there. I might not be strong enough. I might not be physically strong enough. My heart says no. My mind says I'm not in it. But what y'all gonna do when a bag of man hold you down? Angel D said when they come out, them angry because them couldn't do anything about it. Yes. I was watching a cop show the other night, and a mom called the police on her son. And then all his sisters and stuff came over to the house. He's living in his mother's house, but he barricaded himself in a room. And he's 19. And he is on drugs, obviously, because he was tweaking. The man a tweak like he's going through it like this and saying all kinds of stuff, and then he'll come back to normal and say all kinds of stuff, come back to normal. And mother said, and then he told his mom that I'm gonna kill you, bitch. I'm gonna murder your ass, bitch. So the mom says, whoa, police, yo, come get him, because this is getting worse. I knew he was smoking like weed and stuff. I didn't know he was on something else. So the police, when they came, they were like, that's not marijuana, ma'am. He's definitely on something else. And when them search him room, them find baggies of dope in his room, crystal meth and something else in his room. And it was a young black dude, right? But I remember every time, so when they came and got him, he was like, man, I just came home, man. I just came home. I ain't going back. I don't want to go back. So the police officer was like, yeah, he was recently released. He did a year and something in prison. And he was recently released only a few months ago. And it looks like he's on his way back already. Hey, man, you know your family loves you, right? You see them all gathered here. You know, they might try to talk some sense into him, but he's tweaking. He's on that drug. I specifically remember every time they went after him, he was like, you ain't touching me. You not touching me. Don't touch my pants. Don't touch my pants. Don't touch my pants. Don't put my pants down. Don't put my pants down. And he kept saying it. Don't put my pants down. Don't put my... The police had tried handcuff him and set him under arrest. All he kept saying was, don't put my pants down. Don't put my pants down. You ain't touching me. You ain't finna rape me. You ain't finna rape me. The youth repeated that, no kidding, about 50 times in a one long sentence. You ain't touching me. Don't put my pants down. Don't put my pants down. I said, you know, he got locked up at 17, 18, got thrown in with adults, did a year and change in a state prison, came home, and him little and maga and frail, you know. And when the police approached him and they was trying, you could tell even the police was like sensitive to what was going on. They looked at him like, this kid is traumatized. This kid is traumatized. But I saw it. So all them little youth that were out there were speeding 100 miles per hour down the wrong lane. I have some big eater telling you that, yeah, my youth, come in, let's go do it. And leave them big fool here alone here. Leave them alone. Because when you end up, everybody is tough. Everybody is tough until they end up in there. When you end up in there, it's you for yourself. You for yourself. I don't remember what movie it was I was watching where the youth get locked up and him get locked in. He had a friend that was in trouble all the time. Him himself was not in trouble all the time. His friend got locked up. They both got locked up pretty young, but his friend got locked up first. Got sent to a max security prison with grown men and seasoned killers. And you lick a fresh 18-year-old self in there, short, look like one little girl, because you don't start really mature yet, no little hair, no upon your face or nothing. In he comes like a year later. By the year that he came in, from the year his best friend went in, by the time him reaching there, his best friend was fully turned out. His best friend saw him when he came in, and his best friend was like, okay, I'm going to have to show you the ropes in here and take care of you, right? Guess what ends up happening? Him sit down in him cell, in bestie cell, I talk, and he like, man, I don't know how we got in this situation and all this, everything like this. Him best friend start ease up on him and just go in for a kiss. I try to kiss the man in her mouth, you know. And the brother was like, whoa, what? Then him start try hold down him friend, you know. And him friend have to fight him off of him. And this is your brethren. You have to fight him off of him. And they, of course, ended up being enemies. Because he told them, he was like, yo, don't come back around me. Me and you, nothing. And he was like, man, all them years I known you since we were playing in the sandbox, blah, blah, blah. You know, am I crying? Then he was like, it's rough in here. In front of crying, I tell him, say, it's rough in here. You know the amount of things they did to me already in here? And I was like, yeah, and you trying to do it to him now. So again, I don't know which one is better, but I think I would choose death. So don't go running down that road, young people, thinking that there's something glorious and glamorous at the end of it, because it ain't. It's some rotted pain, and I mean all kind of pain at the end of it. And it's some traumatization at the end of it that you will probably never recover from. Okay? All right. Shout out to the Jamaican police them, because them have them work cut out for them. And I'm talking about the good ones. We're well aware of the corrupted ones and the crooked one them. Uno are the worst. Because you go take oath to serve and protect. And then you terrorize your own people. You're the worst. But shout out to the good ones. Because without them, we would be heading to hell in a handbasket. And we already are anyways. We're sliding down the slope. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, the buffalo sold the rest. Next person just repeats it. Yes. And hurt people, hurt people. Right. With that said, the man speak out about the three youth them. I hope nobody hurts him. Far as I've known, everybody say he's a good man, he's a good father, dedicated daddy. And it's true in my talk, cause out there, so him there all the time. Them see him every day out there, cause that's a part of his journey to and from work and home. I hope nobody does anything to him. He knows that speaking like that on camera is dangerous. But him say him not living life in a fear, right? And honestly, I mean, that's the kind of life we want to live, where we have to hide. Man rob we and we can't talk about it. I got robbed twice. And it did something to me where I hate everybody that does anything close to that. Once I was going on a bus in Miami, I'm going to put up 1 foot on the bus step. And I'm looking, them time there when you step on the bus, right? I haven't taken public transportation in years. Because I buy my first car when I was 15. But before I was even old enough to buy and drive a car. But I remember putting my foot on the doorstep to go into the bus. I feel somebody collar me up from behind like this, draw me off my bus. So I said, I thought it was my friend. So I was like, Shane, stop playing, man. Because if I miss the bus, I'll just catch the next one, right? It's the homie. I'm in his neighborhood. I said, Shane, stop playing, man, and turn around like this and turn around into I remember seeing the barrel and the gun right in my face like this. And bro, draw me. And the bus driver, I remember the bus driver eyes like this. The bus driver closed the door and drove off. The bus driver could have seen me get killed and not say nothing, you know. The man closed the door and drive off. I don't know if him call police and say, hey, there's a youth getting robbed out here or nothing. I know say him left me with gunman. The gunman draw me go behind a big garbage can. Those of you who live here, you know the big commercial green garbage can them where the community dumps their stuff in. Him draw me go behind one of those. I had on a bunch of rings and stuff. Me a little youth. And when I was a little youth, I'm there at school, the girl them used to like me off and them kind of something there. Yeah. Oh, you so handsome. I like your big buggy eyes and you pretty this and that and whatever. Them used to take off them jewelry. I remember there was a Jamaican girl, one pretty Jamaican girl. She is Sherry. Sherry used to wear a whole heap of ring come at school. Gold ring. And that day, I'm going to take off the whole of the girl, ring them and put them on my finger and everything. And I said, I met that girl, yeah, my girl. You know, I'm a young kid come from a kid. For some reason, I ended up going home with the rings. When the brother draw me behind the dumpster, him just start draw off all of the ring them, right? First he said, run your jewelry, take all of it off. And I don't know why, but I guess some spirit was speaking through me because me get brave. I already told myself I'm gonna get shot. So talk. I don't just want to die silently. I'm out here I've been working for a long time. Me talk. Anytime I need to talk up, me talk up. I said, no, you take it off. I've told this story before. Some of y'all might not have heard it. I said, no, you take it off. Because you shaking like if I move, you'll pull the trigger. Me feel the gun on my head side right here, so I can feel the man hand doing like this, shaking. So me never want to move and him go, oh, boo, and shoot me, thinking. And I'm 15 and I'm thinking this clearly. In the middle of the robbery, me said, no, you take them off because I think you about to shoot me if I move. So him start draw off all of the ring them off of my finger. And pop off my chain. My father gave me a chain that had a rope chain, gold rope chain that had a ship in a circle for the pendant. And that was real gold. Pop that off of my neck. My dad said the ship in the circle is, the ship signifies going places. You're going places. So I held that there. Man, pop off all my things. I had one ring left on my finger. Hear me at 15 now. Him take off all of them because they were all too big for my finger, except for the one that would be on your married finger. Hear me now. Kind of dry it, and it now come off. No wonder the last one. And him still have the gun here, so he might draw my finger, because I'm stand up like towards behind me. I said, man, you can leave me with that one, man. That's my engagement ring. I'm an engagement ring. Man, like 15. I said, you can leave me with that one, man. That's like my engagement ring. And the man just drop him a gun on his side. He had all my stuff in his pocket and just walk across the street. I'm going to watch him watch him walk across the street with the gun out, brawling broad daylight in his hand. Across the street until him walk go over and walk going with some house there in between some houses and stuff. And I'm just left there stuck. That helpless, disrespected. I don't know how to describe it to you. It's a kind of feeling where me never have no fiance, Vicky. Vicky, me never have no fiance. Afraid that me I talk foolishness, but at the same time, I was steady with what I was saying. Me not shake and ball out and or nothing. I say, yo, you can leave that one, man, because I try to get him to go away from me, right? If him can take everything and leave without me getting shot, I'm good. But I'm thinking the longer I'm stand up there, probably I go shake till him, because I've seen these cases many times before. That's how they be in court doing. Yeah, Your Honor, it was a robbery, but I really didn't mean to shoot him. I don't know. He moved and I panicked and I pulled the trigger. So I never want that to be my story. But when people rob you, that was the first one. My next robbery now was when I moved to New York. The man I come down the block, I'm walking down the street that I was gonna live on. I'm here, hey, playboy. I'm not take too kindly to them, kind of, hey, playboy. Playboy, I don't even know y'all. I'm a strange guy walking down the block. My family lives on the street too, though, right? But there's a house full of women. There was one male in the family and it was a little boy. Hey, playboy. I said, all right. I went back upstairs. We didn't have a shotgun. I told my cousin boyfriend, I said, saw this off for me. So I'm soft, the mouth tight for me. I'm start walk around with it. Oh, my paro. I start walk around with it in a duffel bag, loaded. I say I'm shooting through the duffel bag. I would literally put my hand in the duffel bag, hold the sawed-off shotgun, and tie the duffel bag around my wrist. And I saw me start walk down the street after that. So them see, so me never too righted like, yo, the youth here look like him, we kill somebody out here. So they stopped, hey, playboy in me every time I came down the block because they kept doing it. They stopped doing it. I get a little job on the block same block I'm living on. One day I noticed that the group of boy them were always group up right round there. So none of them was there this day. And I thought, oh, the block get a break. You know what them did there? Upstairs in my apartment. Upstairs in my apartment. I moved to that block. I don't know, I link up with an older woman, which became my first wife and mother to my two first children. Link up with an older woman. I ended up moving out from my family house over to get my own apartment. So young youth, have my own little place. And that's what I told y'all. She wasn't there all the time because she worked out of town. She worked at New Jersey. She only come home on weekends. So basically I'm there by myself, right? They in my house. They in my apartment. I come home now. Left the barbershop and come upstairs. I was a loner because I don't know nobody in New York. I'm moving from Florida. I'm moving from a quiet part of Florida. I open my door. Mr. McCurtain, then my blow from the fire escape window. I said I never left my fire escape window open, and my fire escape had a lock, grill, something on it where you slide with, and it always lock. I said, damn. I go inside my apartment ramp up, everything ramp up in there, turn over in there. I can't, and then when I went back downstairs, the same group of guys, them, in their spot, because them have a daily spot, in their spot where they were before. And all of them I look upon me. And when I look upon them, all of them I look. And they laughing and whispering. I can't tell you the violation. I can't tell you how it feel. Like I was no longer safe in the one little corner where I could have lay my head, go inside here, close the door, and lay my head and be safe. And I felt so violated. I started sleeping with the gun literally in my hand. Because I wonder how the hell they got in here. My fire escape, I was on the 4th floor. They would have had to pass all these other windows to come up. May I ask my neighbor them each floor? No, we haven't seen anything. Nobody. I don't like people who rob people. Because it does something to your mind when you get treated like that. I don't even know what they took. I don't even think they took anything. I didn't have nothing for them to take. I wasn't balling. I wasn't doing, I never have nothing nice. I literally didn't have nothing nice. And I was in the phase of life where my Rasta journey was in full effect. So I was like a minimalist, right? Me used to make chalice out of like coconut shell and bottles and stuff like that. So the only thing that I'm going to my house go find are 2 chalice so I make handcrafted chalice. I had a big back TV. You know, one of them old TV there where your granny used to have the first big TV them, like floor model. It take like 4 of your uncle them to lift them up. I had one, I had one of those. Me used to literally buy secondhand stuff and go put it in my house, in my apartment. I never have nothing. I was young. I was just starting out in life. Didn't have a damn thing. But them youth here never have nothing. Worse. And I didn't realize that till later. So they see me way younger than they are, came on the block, got me a job, going home to work every day, making my money, building my clientele at the barbershop, hook up with an older lady, have my own place, all these other things. Then I got my car. I had a Camaro, a Chevy Camaro. Red, and I'm going to put it in the shop, painted fire red, black leather interior. You know, I don't know, they kind of style, and it had a it had a Florida license plate on it in the middle of Brooklyn, New York. So I don't know if they thought I had money or something like that. I never have no money. I was broke. I was broke as hell. So there was nothing for them to take. My clothes was always thrift store clothes. The only thing me used to buy new was shoes, underwear. I used to go thrift store shopping because that's how I dressed back then. Me used to like have old vintage pieces looking off clothes and stuff. Like I'll find like one of my favorite jackets to wear was a old firehouse jacket from fire department that was a part of their uniform probably like 30, 40 years ago or something like that. Like these vintage pieces of clothing. That's how me used to roll. So nothing ever ended for them thief. They just wanted to do it. Rash Jada says 1,266 people watching. Y'all hit the thumbs up button. It's only 410 thumbs up on the screen. Yeah, shout out to the people who remember to hit the thumbs up button, man. I appreciate you more than anything else, right? For the people them who hear and don't want to hit it, then that's on you. Sow your own karma seed. Don't support me because somebody else now gonna support you too. Life is funny, paradoxical, and strange. People like to not support people, right? And then when nobody don't support them, them wonder why. Me try support as many people as I can. That's why I get a whole heap of support. It's called, it's called karma. It's called karma, my friend. So when me I talk about, could y'all please hit the thumbs up button? It helps the algorithm and all that. I'm gonna say 1,300 or something people in here, and it's like 400 or something thumbs up. I'm like, okay, whatever. Shout out to the 400 and something people, good, clean-hearted people. That is why everybody can't be successful. I was watching not a documentary. It was a video last night about money in Atlanta, and a brother that said he's a real estate tycoon, right? And he said he had to separate himself from everybody, lock down completely, and study his real estate stuff in order to become who he is now. But one of the most important things that he said, him said, you know where it starts? It starts with your mind, your conscience, your heart. He says you got to free up yourself first, right? He says you have to genuinely become good. And then when you genuinely become good, good things will start, everything else will start to flow. So you can't be out here harboring yeah, me will watch, but me now hit the thumbs up button. Frig him. But me like the content, see him where though. So I'll keep watching or whatever. For me, it's nothing for me to support people when I feel like I have it. If I have it to give, I'm giving. You know what I mean? People don't have to ask me too much for support. If I'm doing people's, for instance, I do promotions. I be doing people's promotions. I end up dropping my price way down to almost nothing. I promote them stuff even when them forget, say, them give me something to promote. Them just hit me up out the blue like, yo, SouFlo, thank you so much, man. I see you still running my ad for me. My money just low lately or I forgot or whatever. It's not a problem. I look around, I see you still have your business. You ain't hitting me up for no more promo. It's all good. Boom. I'll promo you anyways. That's just how I am. And I practice being like that. So it comes back to me, you know? It went to 1.3 and they took it back. Yeah. Hey, no problem. No problem. It'll go up now. Thank you. Yeah, big up to people them will hit the thumbs up, man. Always fail up, never down. My karma investment since my birth keeps me going. Mrs. Nia, absolutely. Mrs. Nia says, and you also have to be careful of the people you are around because you can reap someone else's karma just being around the wrong people. That is absolutely true. That is true. All right. Remember, I know. So let's deal with, we're going to save the Beachy Stout one for last. Let's talk about the Jamaican farm worker that died on the farm work in Canada. But no. We're not gonna say it. This is trending right now. These ladies have made a list of places that men should not take them on a first date. Have y'all seen that? That's trending. We still have the farm work, something to talk about, and we're still going to talk about the Beachy Stout case. Those will be our two last ones for this morning. Let's move in that direction now. Ladies, make a list of places that men should absolutely not take them on their first date. Now, this all started when a woman pulled up on a date with a man to the Cheesecake Factory. This video went viral. She decided, I'm not getting out of the car. You bring the Cheesecake Factory, that's a no for me. Okay. A group of fed up women made a list of places they don't want to be taken to on their first date. The Cheesecake Factory tops the list, followed by Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Gardens. Other first date no-nos are places like the movies, your house, Wingstop, no family functions, or bowling. Number 28 on the list is sporting events. Don't take me to no sporting events. So basically, women don't want to eat at a franchise restaurant on their first date. They want to be wined and dined at Michelin restaurant. They want Benihana's. They they want the $150, $200 a plate dining. So basically, the list was inspired by a recent viral video that showed a woman refusing to get out of the car when a man took her to the Cheesecake Factory on their first date. Some people claim that the viral video was a comedy skit, and others say that the woman refused to go inside because she dined and dashed at the same restaurant on her previous visit. Whether it's a comedy or not, it has sparked this list because a lot of women have come out to say she had every right. She had every right for that man to pull up to the Cheesecake Factory and say, "Come on, let's go inside. This is where we're gonna be dining today. It's our first date." And she goes, "No, you're not doing that to me. You know them though. You're not doing that to me. I'm worth way more than that." Cheesecake Factory, first date. Is this the impression you trying to make? This is a bad impression, right? I saw them go on. Well, on this list, on the, on, hey, first of all, right? This is her, and this is he. Just a still pic of the individual. So let me say this, right? I always notice this. It be the ones who really ain't worth, they're really not worth that much. I don't want to put any woman worth to be very low, but it be the ones who ain't really worth that much. I think we're living in a time where twos and threes think that they're tens, kind of thing. If you know what I mean. It takes a lot to be a 10. Twos and threes think they're 10. And then talk about, oh no, Cheesecake Factory, no. I want you to go look up the Cheesecake Factory if you don't know what the Cheesecake Factory carries or what the place is like. Hear what I say. It's the first date. I could talk to the men while I do this, but I guess I could say something to the women too. What happened to the days when, cause the list here long. Cheesecake Factory, these are places you should not take me. And this, a lot of women have signed on to this. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies. Olive Garden is one of my favorite restaurants. The movies, first date. Can't go to the movies. Don't take me there. Your house, that's respected, right? I respect that one. Where y'all take y'all guy your house for upon first date, unless you feel like we could get first base on first date. Or whatever. If she want to fling some gear and she suggests, then that's a whole different story. But you don't come off the bat saying we going to my house for the first date, right? All right. So that one they get away with. Any fast food chain, don't take me there. Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster. Back in the day, you had to give up some coochie for Red Lobster. Back in the day, you had you was gonna at least use your hand, do something, feel up box, something y'all gonna do for Red Lobster. Nowadays, it's on the list of don't take me there. Don't take me to any restaurant that serves in a buffet style. Don't take me to IHOP, Denny's. We're definitely not going to the gym. We're definitely not going to the gym. Don't carry me to church. Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night. I don't want to do no Netflix, Hulu, none of that stuff. Somewhere that requires a long drive, I'm not with it. Don't carry them on nowhere that requires a long drive. Don't want to do bowling. Don't want to go to a nightclub. Don't want to go to a hookah bar. Don't want to go to any bar, period, just to drink. Don't want to go to Waffle House. Don't want to go to any sporting events. Gunner Life, KFC is on the list. this, this is a joke like Missy Brown Brown. So there's absolutely nothing left on this list except for what them want to go. They want to go to a high-end restaurant. Hate to burst your bubbles for the ladies who think like this, right? But fellas, if you out there, me not out there, I'm good. Me have who me have. I'll be all right. And she go wherever we go. I go where she wants to go. She goes where I want to go. We're fine. Uh, but and wifey material never complains about I don't want to go here. Don't take me there. Don't you ever take me to this list of 44 places. That's not wifey material already. Wifey material is going to be good from your go. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle. Anywhere you go, she's going to find something on the list that she likes. She's more concerned about how this conversation is going to go. How much can be revealed about you to her because this is the studying phase, right? That's what you're dating for. I guess them girl here are date for a meal. So they want to make sure that they go to a restaurant that they themselves can't afford at your expense. So they can actually say, oh, I've been to Benihana's before. I ate there. It was $250 for my plate of food. But they'll leave out the part that the simp paid for it on our first date kind of thing. Right? They want to go to the party shop. Yeah, wifey would want to go to the party shop. She'll be like, I want some patty. Right now, I feel for some patty with the cheesy patty them with cheese in it. If we're in Jamaica, it'll be KFC. All right, so so y'all who no want to my friend, when they don't want you really, and they're testing your pockets to see how much them can old word we're going for now, how much them can boops you out, then they'll go for you're not taking me to any of these places, right? To tell you the truth, man never carried them go nowhere before and got everything from them before. You hear me just say? Man carried them go nowhere before. No date, no nothing, and got everything from everything. I never carried them go nowhere. Probably didn't even have a car. Took the bus over there and got some. Jumped in an Uber or taxi and went over there and got some. So when them stretch out a list like this for you, just know say you're not the one. And just beeline and go find somebody better. That's what I'm telling my sons. It's treacherous out here. It's friggin' treacherous out here. I feel sorry for who got to be out here looking. It's treacherous. Kim Byfield says many of those places are perfectly fine for a first date. It is meant to be a place to talk and get to know one another. These nowadays, gal, they are delusional. Exactly, Kim. They are delusional as they come. Why would I want to spend $150 on a plate of food for you on my first date with you? I don't even know if you're worth that. I don't even know if you are worth that. That's for later on down the road after we've been dating for a while. I can see, or you know how people do with timing already. Some people you take to them quicker than others, but you have to show worthiness to get no damn $150 dinner. 150 US, my girl, at Jamaica I come from. The first thing I'm thinking is, well, if me send $50 go give Auntie Joan and send $50 go give cousin Mark, me have $50 left for myself still. I could feed people with that. People who would appreciate it. You with your little nobody self, but don't take me to any of these places. Red Lobster. You about to eat lobster and telling me don't take you there because it's not high end enough. All a patty and a bag juice. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Brother, good morning.
What is family? What go on?
They open up the crate and I'm going to boil.
Eh.
And where them good chicken and girl that come from?
Me no know, you know. Delusional at its finest.
Delusional and sick.
Eh, what?
Listen, I've been to a restaurant one time on the first thing with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
They spent $180.
$180 for the dinner.
Oh, would that kill me?
Wait. You spend $180 for the date for the dinner.
I'm hungry that kill me when I
How hungry would I kill you when you?
I'm not going to say, I bet me give you that money. Go buy grocery and cook better.
I'll put grocery in your house, not true?
Yeah.
Cause you can more than feed yourself for $180 for the week, you know, man.
But listen,
a 2 week worth of grocery that you know.
I don't know ideas, but I don't know real woman. I don't know real woman name. That's something because young girl in know in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But a big woman, some big woman, some big grown woman, 30 odd.
Yeah, because like I said, some of them get used and abused and they might try to come back.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, you're mad, man.
But I say hungry.
Give me money. Listen, nothing wrong in it. You can't give a woman whatever she deserves.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't have a relationship on the first date, that's what she deserves on the first date.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can't have a cheesecake factory, that's what she deserves. If you can't have a McDonald's, that's
or maybe maybe it's that you can afford to get right now.
Yeah, but from the second date now, the third date you can't step on up, moving up, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a blood boy, big up yourself.
Manners and respect here, sir. You know what? I don't know, but I wanted to talk about this morning because I didn't want to see what the woman them in the comment section was gonna say. It's funny to watch women who say there's nothing wrong with that. A woman's supposed to have standards. If she says don't take her there, that's not where she wants to go. That means you're out of her league. Take her to the $250 a plate, $150 a plate restaurant. That's it. That's so delusional. Very few guys out here can afford $150 dining per plate and do this on a constant basis. You can do it 1 and 2 times to try to impress, or if you feel like that's what she's worth, or if you feel like that's your experience that you want to have too, right? But to constantly be able to do that, that's a different league of men. And sometimes I think sisters be trying to access a level that is like a game. You're trying to access level 7 when you're not ready for level 7. You're not ready for level 7. And that leads to heartbreak too. Because here what? If I'm the type of guy that could afford $150, $200 plates, and you go out to dinner and I drop $400 on dinner, and it doesn't hurt my pocket, it's something I can do all the time. In the back of my mind, I'm already thinking, all I want are some crutches. That's it. I want some crutches from that gala. And my goal is to get some crutches. And once my ropes that, you might not even see me call you back again. You know what I mean? And you're thinking, oh man, he got his stuff together. You know, this is the kind of man I want. He's accomplished. He's this, he's that. And he's not thinking the same about you. He is not thinking the same about you. He's thinking, you a gold digger. You really reaching high. You reaching for stuff that you yourself can't even. Ladies, this is the basis of it all. If it's something you yourself cannot afford for you, calm down. Take it down a couple notches. Go to where it is something where you can afford for you. Suppose I go eating at the people them $200 plate restaurant and the man get up and say, oh, my stomach. Hold up, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll leave you in there. You can pay your way out. Them a carry you going at the back go wash dishes. Cause you can't pay your way out. Your little vex money where you travel with is not even enough. Cause you know some girl, I always have my vex money. So me no business. Me make sure that me I get out. Well, you went to a place where your vex money now got enough. Him cut pan the bill, because him say you are gold digger, and what you are left stuck with, you in the back, helping the kitchen staff. You in there patching, cling, and the plate them, and the spoon and fork and everything. Them I send you go back out there in an apron, go clean off all the table and when the restaurant closed to pay for your meal. Because your vex money wasn't enough. You see what I'm saying? So take it to the notch where you yourself can afford it. And then see if him can afford it. Them chest high. Them one man buy all the stuff what them themselves can't afford. Me never understand that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. How are you?
I'm doing good, family. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
What?
I am calling to speak about the restaurant
Mm-hmm.
topic that you're talking about, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead. That's where we're at.
Excellent. So I am one of I'm a woman who, sorry, you cannot take me to a cheesecake factory or a lobster. It's not going to happen.
Wait. You said you are one of those women? Can't take you to a Red Lobster, can't take you to a chain restaurant?
Absolutely not.
Wow. Good person to talk to then. Why is that?
Let's face it. Just like there are different grades of cars, oils, meat, there are different grades of restaurants. I'm not looking to be taken to a $250 a plate restaurant. That's not what I'm looking for personally. But what I do want is like a man who puts thought into a date. I don't particularly think that chain restaurant, there's much thought put into that. And I'm also looking for like a good culinary experience. So even going to like a mom and pop, let's say an Italian pizza place where we share a specialty pizza that is $12. It's better than a $30 steak at Red Lobster.
You and I know damn well that specialty pizza is not gonna cost no $12, but okay. So
how much would a specialty pizza be?
A specialty pizza for two? Well, my belly long, meat enough, so I'm gonna want a large pizza for myself, and it might be a turn off to you because you're gonna be like, "Damn, he eat a lot," and I'm not gonna slow down. I'm gonna be stretching the cheese. It's gonna be everywhere. I'm licking the oil coming up my elbows.
Can
you know what I'm saying? I'm
real?
trying to
It's
be
the
in myself.
We're getting to know each other.
First date, I'm being myself right off bat, licking the oil coming off my elbows and everything. Only thing I might not do is fart first date.
But we're talking about how much a specialty pizza be. How you eat it and what you do with it is not my business.
Specialty pizza is about $20-something, $30-something.
Perfect. You've proven my point. That's fine.
But why put so much into a first date when the first date should be non-confrontational, relaxing, something that flows? You know, not uptight. Oh my God, I gotta find this place that impresses her. And if it don't, then this won't be. That, you know what that tells me? That would tell me that I'm gonna have to keep this up. This is too much damn work. I'm gonna be more focused on other things in life. Like going to work, earning, not always weird, trying to impress you all the time kind of thing. What happened to a walk in the park? What happened to a walk in the park? Grab a couple of ice cream cones and go for a walk in the park.
You said I said a pizza could be $12. You said it was $20. To me, that is not impressing. That is just giving some thought to the date. That is saying where if the date goes well and you guys continue to date or get married or have a future together, you're able to be like, oh, remember when we went to that Italian restaurant in a cool neighborhood and we people watched and shared a $20 pizza?
Remember when we went to the Cheesecake Factory?
Like, oh, we went to the Cheesecake Factory and shared.
Remember when we went to the Cheesecake Factory for the first time?
Anyways, I've made my point. Have a good day.
All right, have a good one. Yeah. It could be the same way. Remember when we went to the Cheesecake Factory for the first time? Have you ever been to Buffalo Wild Wings? I'm like, nah, I never been there. You ever been there? Nah, I never been there either. Come on, let's go. We went there for the first time together, right? Have you ever been? This thing about I want you to put some thought into it. What if I got so much other things on my mind? Why are you forcing me to put some thought into? It shouldn't be that deep. That's what I'm saying. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. That spells problematic to me. That's what that spells. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. I just want to say cheesecake me out.
Exactly.
Okay, snickerdoodle, regular cheesecake, everything.
You know?
Before I get into that, I commiserate with you, men. And I say this because I was having a conversation with my brother the other day. And he said to me, you don't really understand a lot of pressure that the men have. We have to be fly, but we have to be confident, but not too confident where it's a turn off. We have to make good money. We have to spend that money on you. We have to be creative. We have to deal with rejection, right? We have to be all these things in all these spaces.
Thank you.
And these women these days seem to not appreciate the burden to what it means to be a man.
It's like
So here's my
fun. It's like it's a fun thing for some of them to like add more to it. You know, he's under pressure already. Let me add a little bit more pressure.
Yep, exactly. And how you have to navigate this world as a man, the things you already have to deal with. And I'm not diminishing what women have to deal with, but we're focusing on the men right now.
Right.
So here's my question to the women who want the Mastros and the Mr. Chow and all these expensive restaurants. Do you have the Mastros level conversation? What are you bringing to the table as well? Because it starts to sound transactional. Now, if you believe that you are up at that level where you can have conversation as someone that you're worth investing in, maybe let's have the conversation. But you're going there, sitting across from him, looking at your nails, making sure that you order the most expensive meal. And you very well know you couldn't even handle that or your rent wouldn't be paid. But the man must go into debt to wine and dine you. Meet him at his level with his best effort. Whatever his best effort is, meet him there. And until then, cheesecake, Red Lobster, Olive Garden, whatever. Have a good one.
All right, thank you too. You see, that's a reasonable woman. That is a reasonable woman. She don't sound like she will bring you a headache in that department. Headache out the man, and you have to be able to spot the headache from day one. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. I say cheesecake me every day.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like I don't know what happened. What happened to? It didn't even matter where we went, kind of thing. It was like we're valuing each other's company and each other's time more than the place where we are supposed to be eating at or dining at or whatever. That's when you know the priorities aren't straight, to me.
Yes, definitely. I mean, what's going to the park not fun,
Right.
And embracing nature.
Sit on a park bench, grab an ice cream cone from the ice cream truck nearby.
Yeah, it's a memorable moment,
Right.
I tell you.
New times.
Cheesecake me every day, my brother.
Every day. All right. Big up yourself.
Have a blessed one.
Blessed. Yeah, I love hearing this. Now listen, by all right, women have a right to choose what they want to choose, right? If you go for the up end guys and all this other stuff. But I'm saying, if that's what you start off as, then I'm not even backtracking. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello.
Live on the air. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing this morning?
I'm wonderful.
So, are you don't take me to any chain restaurant kind of person?
Listen, SouFLo. Listen, I'm the type of woman. Mr. Cheesecake me out, Red Lobster me out, KFC me out, everything. I don't have a problem because guess what? It's not about the meal; it's about getting to know the person, right?
Right.
So I don't see why it has to be a problem. Why have to be $150 meal? Why have to be a $200 meal? You understand? The price shouldn't matter.
The last caller he even made it worse because the last caller says not even about money. go out of the way to find something unique that we can share a personalized pizza or something.
That's so ridiculous. I disagree with her. She's so delusional. Like, I was cringing listening to her. I was like, what's she a top about? She was like, oh, I want to remember. Oh, you remember when we went to that restaurant and had the pizza? Like,
we can remember going to the Cheesecake Factory together.
Exactly. We can remember got KFC, got eat 2 pieces of chicken too.
Remember the first time we meet? Remember, we did go through the drive-through Burger King, or we did go through so and so.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah, it could still be because it's about the memories and the time you spent together, right? Right. And
if you really value and like that person, it shouldn't matter where you go.
Right. Right.
Because SouFlo, I'm 30 years old and I've been with my husband now for 6 years. And through first dates, me live in New York. Through first dates, I don't know if you know frozen rolls. Where they do those frozen the ice cream thing.
No. Is it in Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's right. It's in Brooklyn. It's one of those places where they scrape the ice cream.
But that was for the first date.
Right. That was our first date. And I didn't have a problem with it. I had fun. I remember it until this day, 6 years later.
You see what I'm saying? The ones who become wifey are the ones who were not fussy about where first date went. She was so interested. And I'm sure when you met your husband, you were so interested in him, right? That's why I end up where no. You was like, oh, man, I want to get to know this man more kind of thing. It didn't matter to you. You wasn't going to say, nope, don't take me there. You were more concerned about, I want to be with him.
Right, because I was at a point in my life where I was like, okay, I don't want to do this dating thing no more. I'm done with it. I want to find my life partner, That was my thing. So that was what I was looking for. So I was more concerned about learning him, learning his character, getting to know him, the type of person he is, what he's capable of.
Absolutely. Live through Erica TV says she was looking for an experience and you have to take time to consider what she may like. Listen, it's first date. I don't know what kind of experience you're looking for on first date. But first date experience that have nothing to do with you exploring fantasies. It has to do with us getting to know each other.
It's like, come on, SouFlo. I feel like women have to be realistic. Like, do you really expect a man to spend $150 to $200 on a first date? Like, come on, be real.
You know how I'm disrespectful sometimes? I tell them, say, front sell for $50, Yeah, front, backers and head, 75, 60, 50.
Less than that too.
So, no, man. And you got on belly full and me broke and I crying on the car because I was trying my best to impress you.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Some of them too terrible because, like me said, you can't come off the bat worrying about those stuff. All right, look at me now, 6 years later. Right now, me and my husband will fly out, we'll go there, so we'll go here, the most expensive thing. And look how it was in the beginning. Him never have shit.
Right.
And I didn't care.
Right, because you wanted him.
Right. And I saw his potential as somebody who have ambition, hard work and everything. So I know he was gonna get there eventually.
That's the next thing. The woman them afraid, like nowadays they're afraid to build with somebody. I guess through, I don't know, so much man run through them already, like they're like, no, because I invested already my time in John and John get rich and left me gone. Then me invest in Steve and Steve get rich and left me gone. So you not get nothing. You better
feel
come
like
rich.
Everybody's gonna do the same thing.
You better come rich already. I mean, I want you. And how I'm testing you is I want an expensive first date. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, you don't have it, so you can't afford me. Bye.
That's why women like that, they will always remain bitter and single.
Yes, because we'll trick them
and ride them.
SouFlo,
them type of woman there, them never happy in a life. Remember me tell you.
Because them get trick and ride. We trick them and ride them. It's something what we do.
And them are run down the wrong things.
All right.
Them are about the wrong things.
All right. Tell them again, please. But big up your good husband and big up yourself here.
Yes, SouFlo, big up yourself, big up your family.
Manners and respect, family.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that's a thing that we do as men. I see. I'll be giving y'all free game, and y'all don't even know it, right? I'm giving you a heads up. Yeah, we trick them and ride them for real, and then ride them wet, send them home, hung out to dry, and that's it. I'll pretend like I could afford that for a couple of dates. I bet you I'm hitting by at least the third date, and then after that, I don't even want to call you back no more. I gotta go recoup my money somewhere. But you get right on left. Remember. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Flo.
Yes, family.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I want to speak for the man. Yes. Just for the ladies. President Obama's first date with Michelle was an ice cream shop.
Cream shop.
And he tried many times to get that date. And he drove a car with a hole in the floor.
With a hole in the floor. She used to laugh at him and say it's like the Flintstones car. Like his
there
foot was going to go through the hole, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. And you see, manners and respect, sir.
All right.
All right. Yeah. You see? So don't be afraid to build with potential. I think a lot of you don't know how to choose because you've been choosing wrong for so long and you're just stuck in how you choose. Like, a this me like and a this me want. What the heart wants, and the heart must have. And you choose the same waste man, just in a different body kind of thing. So you've been hurt and jaded so much that now it's like, you better come up off a whole heap of money on first date. If it ain't popping from the first date, then I don't want it. Because you're trying to gauge to see which part of money that, right? And this is the lifestyle. If he can afford this all the time, then I'll cozy up more to him. If he can't and he's complaining, then he ain't my type. I got to go find somebody else. This is how you get used. This is exactly how you get used and get your little heart broke. Because then men would start playing games with you, especially the ones who actually have it. The ones who actually have it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
These women are messed up. What is wrong with this tech factory?
I don't know. They say it's not just Cheesecake Factory, it's Applebee's, it's Chili's, it's Olive Gardens, it's any chain restaurant at all. It's Wingstop, it's Red Lobster, any restaurant that serves buffet style dining, don't take me there. I don't know. It's a new time we're living in. It's a new time we're living in.
Yeah. Let me tell you what they did yesterday. I was on Instagram Live for 2 hours with a female. And she was too hard to get. And I told this female, if you need a good man, I am your man. She said, no, I'm working for somebody else. I said, you be kind on live talking about how your husband left you and he know what to do with the family member. So, these women don't know what they want.
Yeah, they know what they want, but I mean, yeah, okay. To each his own, though. I'm not beating anybody down. I'm saying they have a right to say what they want. Everybody has a right to have choices, but I'm trying to get some people to be realistic, or more than anything, be realistic, because that's not realistic.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. One more thing. You remember about that woman with that disabled kid down in Jamaica?
Not really.
The autism.
Okay, yes.
I believe she paid the person to kill her son.
Okay, yeah, but we're not on that one this morning.
Okay.
All right. We're not going with that one this morning. But all right, but
have a nice day.
All right, you too, family.
Okay, so like when do you have time so I can finish my story to you?
I don't know. I told you already. You could tell your story on the air, like when you call in, like right now.
Okay. Let me call you back. When you
just
know
choose a day, call in and tell your story.
Okay.
All
No
right.
problem.
All right. I don't want to be rude. I know you're watching because you just talk on the phone, but we doing this too much, okay? I don't want to be rude. I don't know how to. Well, I'm not trying to be rude. Call in and tell your story. People be wanting me to listen to their story on my personal time. And every time they do it, like, listen, one woman called me one day, right? And she said, SouFlo, you have a little 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. I said, you know what? I'm on my way to pick my daughter up from school, but I'll listen in. I'll give you a listening ear. Go ahead. Mind you know. She said, 10 minutes, max. From my yard to the school, in the line, because my daughter's school, you know how the pickup line goes. Every parent is out there, the line long. You have to just bumper to bumper till you get chatting. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, almost an hour. I said, right when I said, hey, my daughter is about to get in the car right now. And they have a sign out here that says no cell phones. So may I try hint or something? Yeah, man. So, oh, you gotta pick up your daughter. How old is she? And just switch the conversation into talking about my daughter. How old is she? See her all the time in pictures. You know, she's growing up so fast and big and pretty. And I was trying to tell you to hang up the Rosscloud phone because I've been listening to you for an hour, even though you said you only had 5-10 minutes. That's why I'm not answer the phone no more like that. You know what I'm saying? And they do it all the time. The man them do it to the woman them do it to. Where you call for? Yo, SouFlo, me just a call for you up still, you know, make you know say you do a good job and thing. Yo, SouFlo, remember a video where you did about 6-7 months ago around them time there? The video did kind of have something to do with, I don't remember if it did have to do with, I'm imitating them, right? It have to do with like a little youth from down at Clarendon where they getting a something with. I know say you're busy and everything, you know, but give me a minute there still. Minute turns, 20 minutes, 20 minutes turns. You can ask wifey, sometimes me I walk around the house and see me out with the phone. Y'all be on the phone and I'm like this. Put it on speaker sometime. Make sure you hear on a rumble. That's all I hear sometimes. Because them just go on and on. Now, a subscriber said, SouFlo, since all these people want to talk to you, right? Do like what Black China was doing. Charge a consultation fee. Tell them, drop something in the Cash App or the PayPal and limit the time and say like $20 for 20 minutes, $1 a minute. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I'm actually going to be thinking about doing that. So from now on, if you call me after hours, after I'm off this here, then please go straight to my Cash App and drop something in it, or my PayPal and drop something in it. Me charge $1 a minute, right? Just like the sex lines that I used to call when I was a young child on my mom's phone and run up her phone bill and she nearly killed me. It was $1 a minute and $1.99 a minute, and me never know. And me just dial up the number, them I hear some woman on the other end I talk about, hey baby, I'm glad you called. How are you? Them girl they used to talk slow to, you know. And them time me about 9, 10, 11, you know, me did bad. Them talk slow, how are you? That time the minute them are running, you know. And I didn't know that. Me never see the fine print where I say $1.99 a minute. Somebody there talk about, I'm doing fine. Me a little picnic, you know, my voice not change yet. I'm doing fine, miss. How you doing? Me don't know if you talk to a big woman neither. She's like, what you want me to do for you today, honey? Them wicked big woman that didn't know too. Say a picnic up on the line, cause no big man no sound so. Right? What you want me to do for you today, honey? I'm like, anything. Me don't know anything. She said, oh, are you sitting down? Yeah. Okay, are you naked? Oh, I feel. You want to see me as a little boy? Me done gone down in my pants already. All me I hear, me don't know what to say. Me don't know how to instruct her. Me a big man now. Me know how to do them something they know. Yeah, I didn't know how to do it back then. And all she had do, I try make the minutes run. So from now on, $1 a minute. You call me after this, you're gonna hit up Cash App or the PayPal first. If you want me to listen to your long story, them that I can't share with the audience. One woman talked to me for about an hour and 30 minutes one day, till the side here of my face sweat. And when she was done, she said, SouFlo, you can't share this with the audience, do you know? I'm like, why not? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
All right. I want to hear that man's story. That man been coming and saying, I have a story. And SouFlo, I know you're not answering. I know that man calling you off the air and you're not answering.
But me tell you, me not answer. Because me I tell the person in front of everybody to call on the air and just say your story. I'm giving you the floor to say your story. Why you want to say the story to me?
All right, then. I'm going to tell you why I know you're not answering. I sent a message, and you notice on the WhatsApp, I call it because you're hiding from my calls. I feel like, I'm going to tell you what I think.
No, you're too wicked.
Feel like it says, Vicky, it's so controversial. And I have my little podcast now.
You have
and
a
I don't
podcast
want to say anything all the way.
No, sir.
Those are that.
We can blow up your podcast. If you have a podcast, blow it up right here.
You have your podcast.
No, sir.
So why when I call it on WhatsApp when it's in my picture, you not answer?
I don't know. They call them, I come in and answer when we can answer.
All right, here what happen now. Me, I go pay you. I go talk it on the live because every time I WhatsApp you, I don't hear nothing. Right now, I have the two eye draw down. My hand them draw down my eye. You know what that people say nothing. I mean, yeah, that matter right now. I don't hear back. So, yes. So, me, I go pay you to advertise my little channel because the true me love talk. I can't do it over here. Me ever have one little corner where me talk.
When you have the channel already?
Introduction video, yes. Legendary Ninja Telly.
Legendary Ninja Telly.
Not television, not TV, telly.
Watch this. Spell every word I hit right now.
All right.
Spell it.
Legendary. Ninja. Telly. Tele.
Tele?
Yes. Legendary Ninja Telly. Wait a minute.
You spell one word?
It's broken up. Remember, I don't know nothing about YouTube, but to me, I have a voice. I'm not have no way for talk. I set up my little shop.
May I come over there and get problem just like how you over here get problem? You know?
I'm soon come off because I'm soon start put up the hourglass, but never pay you. Listen, answer to me though. SouFlo, don't tell me how much you pay the ear because I'm kind of private, but you make me for just come out there just so. So when we put it out, I'm going to send the link and I'm going to pay you first. Because I love pay my money, you know, because I'm not really, you know, and thing. So, but I have an introduction video up there already. Just that, my introduction.
Well, me just pin it.
So when I pay you, then I send the link and you might can share it over here. I have controversial stories, mostly real life stories and stuff like that. Nothing like what you were doing or what everybody else is doing. Just different stuff. You don't know my match to my own drum.
Same.
All right then. So it's a nice, yeah?
May I come over?
Big up on yourself, everybody. Yeah, man.
Respect here.
Yeah,
all
cool.
Right.
Thanks.
All right. Legendary Ninja Telly. I just spell it out and put it right here. It's pinned in the comment section. Is the first comment in this comment section this morning. Steve James said, write it down. She made hype this. She mad hype this morning. Yo, big up Vicky. Vicky is one of our family members for sure, and she always there. So it ain't nothing but support for support. I'm going over there. I know say our channel is probably not going to be eligible for membership yet until you bill a certain thing, because that's just how the YouTube regulations go. But I'm definitely going to be over there myself, looking at all her stuff on what she have to say. She's very festive. She's always festive. I wish. Yeah, I'm searching for it right now. I hope she do it right. We can give her some advice to it. Me I go check it out. Usually what I do is this, right? That's why I'm say you have to be good people. Usually what I do is this. I'll go check it out, and then I'll see where you're not doing stuff right. Because this right here, so is trial and error. Not everybody, you have to learn as you go. See there? People have said them can't find it already. That tell me already says something is off. So we're gonna see what it is that is off and help her to make sure say it get optimized to where when people search for it, them can find it. You actually pop up. Right? All right. I'm still learning myself. Midday are telling you all this time, so my next channel name is Hot Topics TV. Me no know. So everybody is putting in Hot Topics TV, and I'm saying, why are the people not coming over? The channel is still registered through YouTube as Brainflow TV. I changed the name to Hot Topics TV, but every time you type in Hot Topics TV, me notice it switch to Brainflow TV. Literally type in Hot Topics TV, and it goes bloop, Brainflow TV. Like no Hot Topics TV exists. That's only a name in my head. So the next channel name is still Brainflow TV. Brain, as in your brain, FLO, flow, and TV. I only named that channel letter from back when. It was supposed to be Shakira's channel when she was Brains and the Beat, and then me, SouFLo, and it was supposed to be our family channel. But we take it and switch it up now because, the family thing wasn't hitting over there, and people were getting too personal and too disrespectful about the children and all these other things. And we don't really play with the kids them when it comes to our kids and all that. So that had to go. We just put everything on private. So all the time when we were traveling, all these other things, many different places we went, all those vlogs are over there. They're all private now, and they're all there just for family viewing now. I can actually go back there and map out and see when she was pregnant, to when the babies were born, to how they're growing, to now Kai's 5 years old, Melanie is 3 years old. I could go 5 years back, 6 years back from before Kai was born, all that. Y'all can't get to see it because people too disrespectful, and you have to protect your children, right? You find Vicky, Missy Bram Bram? You found her? How did you find her? You just type in the same thing? All right. Missy Bram Bram said she just typed in the same thing and she found her. All right. I'm gonna try it. It comes up as Hot Topics for me. Can't spell it. Wait, no. Hot Topics is not my channel. My Hot Topics is spelled this way. My Hot Topics is spelled like this. But every time I put that in, I see another channel comes up. That's this. And that's not mine. My actual channel name is like this, Brainflow TV. And anytime you type in Brainflow TV, it's gonna come up. The channel itself, no run around. So the IP address for it, or whatever it is that's there on YouTube, it's that. Legendary Ninja, Legendary Ninjatele. Then that Leg. Let me not capitalize it. Legendary Ninjatele. All right. And McQuay, Pin it right there, sir. Replace pinned message. See it there? All right. We're going to bomb rush Vicky thing this morning. Whether it's now or when we get off this, we all should go over there this morning and run through for her something and see what she got going on, right? And help her to build her platform as well. See? I'm going to try to get some guidance in the meantime too, if she don't know already. I'm assuming she don't know certain things. She probably does. I don't know. All right. Kaz Robinson says she found it. Wayne Nathan found it. Lester Steph said, Vicky, you better bring it. For some reason, I believe that Vicky will bring it. You know, sister, she don't have no filter. It's gonna be a vibe. I feel like it's gonna be a vibe. Yeah. All right. Here we are. Let's get into this. Oh, just want y'all single brothers to stay informed. A next person said, this is why one of my boys says that he only dates white and Hispanic women. First dates with them are meet and greets on simple stuff. This list proves why 70% of black women will never be married or be asked to be married. At some point, folks got to be honest. Most women who are married or has been married has different views on life, and that's why they end up married. Now, like everything else, there is always an exception to the rule. I don't know if you have to go that drastic, because there are black women out there who don't think like that. Like, you have to, don't bring me to any of these places. Sometimes it's the girl them who know run down. Some of the man them love Dolly, and them love, what them call Dolly. Dolly have a certain kind of look to them. Them have a certain kind of maintenance level, and them have a certain kind of mentality. That's what I notice. So when you look certain kind, then certain things, a mentality comes with it. And that's my advice for the day for the men. Right? Lulu Ridges says, take several seats, please. We're not going to go into that this morning. Let's leave that alone. And we don't want none of the sister them feel like they're not valued or like anybody is more than them either, because they're not. All right. So the Jamaican farm worker in Canada died recently. Ministry of Labor and Social Security confirmed this on Tuesday. His name is Daniel Brown, and he was pronounced dead on October 8th. In a release today, the ministry advised that the acting chief liaison officer, Althea Riley, was contacted and advised that Brown had been found unresponsive in his room by one of his co-workers. The paramedics were immediately called and he was pronounced dead right there. It is added that he reportedly woke up fine, had a good morning, went out to work, did his day's work, came home, prepared a meal, and then went to bed as usual, and just dead in bed. After receiving this information, the ministry said that senior members of his family services unit and the liaison service met with Brown's next of kin to offer their support and provide updates. Subsequently, the team has visited with Mr. Brown's next of kin on several occasions since his passing. According to the release, the ministry has also consistently kept the family updated on matters relating to Mr. Brown's passing and has shared any new information they have received by the coroners and other entities in Canada as soon as it is received. Imagine you go to Canada on a work program and you end up on somebody's slab doing autopsy. Because them got autopsy him before them send him come back to Jamaica. Right? Gun and life, absolutely. The dolly them don't like work. Meanwhile, Portfolio Minister Pernell Charles Jr. also with a high-level delegation from his ministry arrived in Canada on Sunday, and in an earlier release, the ministry said that the trip's core objective is to engage with officials and key stakeholders pertaining to the long talk. We don't want to hear none of that. That's politics. I saw a lady who is Canadian who works in a certain field and has access to these farms. And she said the Jamaican government knows that the farm conditions are horrible. When they go to Canada, they tell the people they're coming, and them have 5 good farms there, and they make sure that they carry them to go tour those 5 good farms. So they go back to Jamaica and saying, we just came from Canada. We just toured the facilities where our people go to work. Everything is fine. And they show you these videos, and it's not so all of them look. She says she personally knows people who own these farms. She broke it down to us as in the company she works for, and then she named the company and how these farms are attached to the company she works for, and her job is to go around to each one of these farms and do something. What she gotta go do? So she says she has a chance to see all of them. So I'm telling you that the 5 good ones is where them carry everybody who come to visit to those 5 good ones. The rest of them is subpar living conditions, and it is not good by far, right? I'm not going to bawl about the farm worker them. Big up to the farm worker them, like I told y'all before. I come from a farming district in Clarendon, and there was a man named Danny when I was growing up, and I watched Danny. He used to go away and go upon farm work and thing, and then when he comes back, every time him come back, his house just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Build on the next piece on the house, build on the next piece on the house. And then today, if you look at their property and what he was able to do with his children, far as their education and all this stuff, he did all that through farm work. What I will say is, one, I don't think farm work is for everybody. Make sure you're fit. Make sure you get your regular checkups at your doctor. Make sure you're in good health, right? And 2, please understand that when you go overseas and you're on foreign property, then you might be also encountering foreign chemicals, foreign things that you're breathing in, the stuff that they use to plant and fertilize and spray down and do this and do that. So there might be adverse reactions as well. You have to put all them things there into perspective. The average farm worker is going to hear me say all this, and they're still going to say, well, boy, so let me take my chances because nothing really now go on a yard still. And this is a way for us to, save up some money, finish build up the house, send the kids them go to college, this, that, and the other, invest in them future, and save a little money for later days. I can't argue with that. So some people call it modern day slavery, labor exported at cheap rate. We know it's true because no citizen of those countries are going to do those work for that price they're paying to do it for. But at the end of the day, it is still an opportunity, regardless of how you look on it. So to the brother that passed away, his family, my condolences. Him never get run over by no machine. Him never get mashed up. A next farm worker never stab him up or chop him up. Him literally went to work, fine. Came home from work, fine. Fixed his food, fine. Ate dinner, went and laid down and never woke up. That's kind of like how anyone we want to go. Me no want to go in a no car crash. Me no want to go by a gunshot. Me no want nobody stab me up or chop me up. I don't want to go in a way where I am suffering for months and losing weight and looking sick and people are praying for me dead. All right. You know see SouFLo the last time you see him? Jesus Christ, I just pray for him dead because him look like him a suffer. I'm up on the brink. Me no want to go through all that. So I wouldn't mind just go fix my dinner or get a good ride from wifey or something like that. And then me just drop out. Not to trivialize his passing, I'm just saying, right? It's always rough when you lose a family member this way, though, because I bet money on it that he was probably the breadwinner of his family. Sounds like natural causes. Here's the thing. People believe that natural causes, dying by natural cause. That's why I'm telling you, every day, get up, give thanks, and live the best life you can live. Try to be as happy as you can because you don't know. Natural causes can hit at any age. I've seen young people go lay down after them done have a joyous day filled with activities, lay down to go to sleep, and never woke up. That was it. Done. 20-something years old, 30-something years old, 40-something years old. It happens at all levels. And not just old people alone, body just shut down. Heart decides can't go any more. Last pump. Bye. It happens. It happens. I'll wait to hear what the autopsy says. Them say them share all the information with the family already. It seems like it was natural causes for him and not necessarily something on the farm with the farm working thing, right? The last one for the morning now. Beachy Stout trial halted after discovery of undisclosed statement. Then put the trial on halt again. Watch Beachy Stout lawyers having a field day in here. So Everton Beachy Stout McDonald trial hit a snag Tuesday morning after 2 new statements from the contract killer in the murder of Tanya McDonald emerged, halting the proceedings. 2 new statements. Justice Chester Stamp, the judge presiding, who has been presiding over the trial, has since ordered that the prosecution disclose all the documents, including outstanding statements that were discovered by attorney Christopher Townsend, to the defense today. The statement emerged. They're taking today off. No court today. The judge says, Wednesday, we're off. Uno, get together, fix this now. Thursday, we're back on again. So when I see you Thursday morning, it better be together. So the statement emerged during cross-examination of the witness in the home circuit court in downtown Kingston. Remember the man threw up him hand yesterday, and remember him stop answer questions from the lawyers. Remember he was staring up at the ceiling. Remember he said, God Almighty, I can't take this no more. God, come down and touch somebody. Remember? Kaz Robinson says he's not the first one to die in Canada this year. I know. It's been 3 of them so far. More than 30 minutes into the cross-examination, Mr. Townsend, seasoned attorney, who was in the process of refuting the convicted killer's testimony, meaning the liar up there tell him, say, I lie, you tell. You're lying. You know you're lying. You know it's not, so it go. Right? He was in the process of refuting the convicted killer's testimony he gave in court, requested that the witness statement be shown to him. So the attorney said, show me the witness statement. I want to see the printout for myself. Now, mind you, if the witness gave a statement to the police, this statement is used by the Department of Prosecution as well as evidence in court, right? So it is privy to the state to have this information. The law says anything, this is your constitutional right. Anything that is going to be used against you in a court of law, witness statement, whatever, your attorneys should be furnished with a copy of it as well. That way, you know what is coming up and you can mount a proper defense. There can be no surprises in court and also court work. Mr. Townsend said, you know what? You called on God and all these things. Could I have a copy of the statement? It was at this point that Mr. Townsend told the judge that he had observed a serious disclosure issue here. The attorney explained that the 2 handwritten statements dated June and October 2020 related significantly to the witness. Mr. Townsend said that the statements are of great significance and could have assisted the defense in its preparation for the trial. You see what I'm saying? So if they were not given what they should have been given, it's like they are withholding. Kind of similar to what YNW Melly's attorneys are accusing the state of Florida in doing in his case. Kind of similar. So you withhold stuff from us that you were supposed to give to us, which could have helped us. That's serious. That's a serious breach if it's proven to be true. Mr. Townsend said that the statements are of great significance and that they could have assisted the defense in its preparation for this trial. Replying to the judge, now wait there. This article doesn't say it, but I want to know. Say one of the statement them is about 5 to 6 pages, and another one of the statements is about 20 pages or so. And the first thing I said to myself is, who the hell sat and wrote? It's handwritten, 20-something pages. So a man sit across from you and he's telling you a story about when him first meet Beachy Stout, and this is you. Yes, so you meet him January 1st. Hold on, slow down a little bit. January 1st, they met, and he immediately asked me to kill his wife. Full stop. All right, said the rest now. Okay, so after that, I went to ask for a job for my son. Hold on there. Okay, so after, and then what happened? This was the first time I saw his wife. Okay, hold on. This was the first time I saw his wife in person. Full stop. All right, then. Who do that in modern times? Jesus Christ, Jamaica have a whole heap of catching up to do. Who does that in modern times? All of them police officers, they need to go a typing class just so they can sit at a keyboard. Have a damn, no, I don't know, shorthand, nothing. They write it out. Write it out long way, everything that is said. You can imagine in big old 2020 something, at least they should have been trained to type. That way they can go on a laptop, pull up Word, go in on one of them empty page there, and just type when the man attack, and that would be there. They handwrite it. Where you say again? Hold on. So, okay, I met her after her husband introduced me to her on the phone first and then in person. Okay, hold on. Say that again for me then. I met her, because you can only write so fast. I met her after her husband introduced me. Me couldn't do that a blouse and skirt. Me that tired. I would be tired. Me that just say, sir, here is my recording device on my phone. So what you say? And then when him done talk, me can't go on me yard go write it out. But they sit and write it out. Short writing shorter than joking. Anyways, Mr. Townsend said that the statements that they are holding, that was not given to him, was before trial, was things that could have helped significantly in preparing to go to trial for his client. That is definitely in the favor of Beachy Stout. That's a breach on the part of prosecution. Replying to Justice Stamp's query, the prosecution said, because the judge asked, it's a query, he's asking, what happened? Was he not given it? Why was he not given it? That's a significant, that this is your main witness. This is the contract killer's testimony, and you never give it to the defense. Replying to the Justice Stamp's query, the prosecution said that it was equally surprised. We surprised to judge. And everything on file should have been served. So him don't have it. We surprised say him don't have it neither. This is when the judge say, you know what? Stop. The prosecutor explained that disclosure is an ongoing process and that the defense has been served with everything on file up to 2 weeks ago. Justice Stamp pointed out that even though he is aware that the Office of the Director of Director of Public Prosecution, or DPP, has many officers, that it is the prosecutor's responsibility to ensure that the disclosure is made. What does that tell you? That if Beachy's attorneys are saying in court they did not get this important piece of information, the prosecutors are at fault for it not reaching the persons it should have reached. With that said, and this right here can actually lead to mistrial. With that said, Justice Stamp said this morning's event is an extraordinary and shocking development. That's how the judge looked at this. This is an extraordinary and shocking development that should result in sanctions. It's not going to go how we think it's going to go. But he was not sure what kind of sanctions would advance the interests of justice at this particular time. So the trial has been adjourned until Thursday for the legal teams representing Mr. McDonald and his co-accused Oscar Barnes to assess the documents, because them said them just get it. So now they have a day to go over it together as a team and to come in tomorrow prepared to continue their fight to free their client. Be a foolishness again. People are saying, yo, so who Beachy pay now? To make sure. Said that was not served when it was supposed to be served. Who is getting paid behind the scenes to foul up the case so that this man can actually walk away? Because what it looks like right now, based on testimony being recanted, lawyers poking holes in the testimony, making the accused or the person who is working for the state, but he is the contract killer, him over there start act like him don't know what I talk about. And now this, we didn't have a record of this. Where am I talk about? Let me see a copy. Let me see a copy. Okay. We didn't get this. The first time I'm seeing this, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is a serious breach right here. If this is what he's saying to me of this, I should have been furnished with this. We don't have this. We were never given this. Court of a stop immediately. All right. So now you know where the Beachy Stout case is. Today they are going to get it together. Tomorrow they'll be back in court again. I guess by Friday we'll have more testimonies and everything like that. I'll make my prediction again clear. My prediction again clear is that even if Beachy Stout is convicted, it's not going to be what we expected. It's not going to be no big old life sentence in prison and you're completely guilty or whatever, because a whole lot of, let me use a clean word, a whole lot of foolishness is going on in this case in the courtroom right now. And his lawyers are really good and they're really tearing this case apart. With that said, this is where we are on this morning. I wanted to give you a 2-hour morning show. We end up getting 3. I think that's enough for the day. Angel D says he's coming out a free man. Karen noticed him up your work. But I just think his money talks. Like, and not in the way like him a buy nobody, but in the way that he's able to afford. Remember, I know one time the state give you an attorney is just like you get a public defendant in the US. Your public defendant, his goal is to make sure that him try enough cases for the month, or he represents enough people for the month to be able to pay his bills. But when you have money and you pay a good lawyer to focus on your case, this is what they went to school for. So now they can sit down and say, okay, this is how we're going to tear this case apart, right? Wait till him go on the stand. Him can't read, you know. All right, we get him frig then. Because if him can't read, him don't know what was written in that witness statement. And him come out yesterday and say, what? I can't read. So anything them giving me, they just sign it. So you don't even know if that's what you said on that paper. Let me read it back to you then, since you can't read. And then read it back to him and him say, I never said that part there. The next part, them never said that either. You know, so the police them try to set me up because some things in here me never said. So were you not aware that they were writing stuff that you were not saying? And he said what? He said, yeah, me they kind of know said them write down some things that me never did assess still, but you know, me never really take it too serious. Me just make it pass. That means all his testimony is about to get thrown out. All of it is not going to be admissible. But watch and see how this turn out. We'll continue to follow this case as the case goes on and all these other things. Have a wonderful day. Audrey Wright says, hope not. It's court. It's a court of law. Let's see what comes of it. Me not have no dog in this fight. I'll see what comes out of this. Right? Catch y'all on the next video. Next time we upload something or next time we go live. God go, we don't know. Walk good. It's Thursday. Keep a smile on your face. Keep your vibes up. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. One love. Peace.